Hey there, everyone. Welcome back to the watch-alongs, the Raw watch-alongs. Hey there, everyone. It's your girl, Denise. I'm happy to be back here. I hope everybody is having a great Monday. It is October 6th. We're going to watch some Monday Night Raw. It's been like a really long time since Raw has been on at its normal hour. So today felt like weird. I was looking at it and I'm like, oh yeah, today Raw is on at 5 o'clock instead of 4 o'clock, the way it has been the last couple of days. And then next week, it's going to be on at like 5 a.m. in the morning. So Raw's been all over the place with these time slots, but at least this week, we get to enjoy the normal time slot. Anyways, thank you to everybody who's here. I'm so happy that everyone is on the stream. And yeah, I think Raw today. So they have a couple of things announced. I saw that they announced Roman Reigns. Let me see what else they announced. And by the way, we're still a minute away from the show getting started. So once that gets started, I will go ahead and put up the audio. But Roman Reigns is actually set to kick off Monday Night Raw. CM Punk is making a return on Raw today. Maxine Dupree versus Becky Lynch. So I'm guessing we're expecting AJ Lee for that. And then Roxanne versus Lyra. That should be a pretty good matchup too. So we got a couple of things that have been announced for the show. So I think considering that we're going to have CM Punk on, we're going to have Roman Reigns on, Becky Lynch, I feel like today promises to be a pretty okay show. Or better than okay, actually, because you got such big players on the show. All right, Raw is starting. Let me, the audio should be coming in now. If you guys can hear that all right, let me know. And if not, then I will go ahead and adjust that audio. It sounds a little low to me. Oh, well, duh, I had my volume down. I was like, why does this audio sound so low on my end? And it was because my volume was all the way down. Anyways, woo! All right, let's do this. Yes, someone pointed out, by the way, we had a new video package right now. I kind of got a glimpse of that towards the end there. Okay, where are they at today? Oh, they're in Dallas, Texas. Oh, I like Dallas. I've been to Dallas a couple of times now, twice for WrestleMania 32 and 38. Had good times in Dallas. I also like the downtown area as well. So shout out to Dallas. I have a good time there.
Texas fans have had WrestleMania legendary nights. Now 27 Raws in Dallas. They've seen so
This is going to be a crazy busy week, by the way, everyone. So get ready for like oh, I forgot to put the comments on.
Sets the stage.
Get ready for like a hell of a crazy wrestling week, guys. We got Raw today. We got NXT and TNA tomorrow. Wednesday, I'm going to be covering AEW. Even though it's on tomorrow, I'll be covering it on Wednesday. Friday, of course, SmackDown. I still have to cover Impact on Thursday for Busted Open. Friday, SmackDown here. And then Saturday, we have an early morning Crown Jewel at freaking 5 a.m. It's going to be crazy. And then Sunday, Bound for Glory. So literally, there's wrestling every single day this week, Monday through Sunday, and it ain't gonna stop. We're gonna keep the ball rolling. Like, October is insane busy. We have Crown Jewel, we have TNA Bound for Glory, as I just mentioned. We got Wrestle Dream, we got NXT Halloween Havoc. Those are just the shows that are going down on the weekends on top of like everything else. So there's just a lot happening, man. There's just a lot happening right now. Alrighty. Also, I want to shout out Sammy Salon Kai Boo. What's up, Sammy? He says, will you be watching The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon because of Taylor? She'll be a guest tonight. Yes, I will be. I'll be watching that later tonight. Usually at night is when I watch late night TV. Duh. And so, yeah, so I will definitely be doing that. I will definitely be doing that tonight. I'm very excited. Thank you so much, Sammy. I hope you're having a happy Monday. Also, Sheldon Jackson kicked off the party today by gifting us our first DWO membership of the day. Thank you so much, Sheldon. And we also got Cool Fool 1980. He says, what are your thoughts on the wrestling AI videos? Some people think they are distasteful, but others think they are nice tributes. So I'll be real with you. I haven't seen the AI videos that everybody is talking about on Twitter. I was not on social media for the last 3 days, guys. So I've been kind of disconnected from the wrestling world the last 3 days, which I honestly really needed. I kind of needed a little bit of a break. So I haven't seen those videos. However, the AI videos that I have seen, like on Facebook from like months and months and months ago, I wasn't a fan of because they were like kind of inappropriate, you know, like sexually inappropriate. Those were the videos that I saw on Facebook. And the images that I see on Facebook that are AI for wrestling are also very inappropriate. So I haven't seen any of those. But I don't know which other ones have been coming out. But I genuinely do not like AI videos where the videos are fully made via AI. I'm not very supportive of that at all. And I also don't like that there's like AI influencers. As someone who creates a lot of video content, I'm sure it would be easy to just type everything up in a fucking prompt and like have it do a video for me in like 10 minutes or whatever. But even though it's more tedious to make my own videos, I'd rather take the time to either A, make my own videos or hire somebody to edit videos than to go and basically make it AI. Even though it may be easier, to me, there's just no, I wouldn't want to put that kind of content out. Thank you so much, Cool Fool, for asking.
Such a triumphant return after a month laid out by the vision.
Andrew Olsen says, too many gooners out there. Yo, it's bad, especially on Facebook. Facebook's where I see it the most, where I'll see like, basically what they do is they make, they enhance images, if you know what I'm saying by enhance. They enhance images of like the girls, and it's like really inappropriate, guys. Like I don't know how else to explain it. They do those, and then they also do the ones where like they make people like make out. Like they'll do AI videos of wrestlers kissing, and I'm like, yo, what the hell? Like this is crazy, you know, like crazy. It's crazy seeing, speaking of crazy, it's crazy seeing Roman Reigns kick off Monday Night Raw today. I don't even know when's the last time he kicked off Monday Night Raw.
Great scene here at American Airlines.
Can't wait to hear what Roman has to say.
And they're getting exactly,
especially considering how things ended last week with him and Jimmy. I'm sorry, him and Jay, with Jimmy looking on. I'm trying to read Roman's facial expressions, but I feel like Roman always has this like, you know, this look of, yes, admire me. I am your tribal chief. Acknowledge me. And it just feels like things surrounding Roman need to be bigger, you know? There it is. He's like, there it is. That like extra wave of cheers from the crowd. He likes it, likes to breathe it in. Breathe in, everybody chanting his name. You know what? Now that I think about it, Roman Reigns would be really good in like those laundry detergent videos. You know what I was saying? He'd be like doing that. Like, oh yes, this Downy, it smells so good.
Dallas, Texas.
Tell me you can see it, but can't you see it? You see my vision, right?
Acknowledge me.
Oh, very quickly we got the by the way, can you guys hear the audio? Some people are telling me they can't hear the audio. It's on the video, so you guys should be able to hear it. Can you guys hear it? Like, you guys are hearing this, right? Thank you. Okay, thank you, Joseph Boza. All right, cool. Then if you're having trouble hearing the audio, I'm not sure what's going on your end, but it seems to be working for everybody here. So I think we're good. We're good. Wait, I'm trying to read that sign. Does he say? Let's see. Oh, is he not going to say anything? Oh, okay, never mind. Roman's going to say. Yeah, Roman and me were wondering the same thing. Is he going to say anything? Did he just come out to stare at Roman?
I don't know. Who's been wise manning you since you broke my heart about public speaking, but you've ruined the entire shtick. Let me show you how it's done. Dallas, Texas!
I mean, I feel like Roman Reigns could literally walk out there and not say anything, and people are still going to lose their shit over Roman. Do you feel like they should drop the tribal thief name now, considering he hasn't really stolen anything as of late?
That you fear in your heart, Big Bronson Reed.
Because what has he stolen? Nothing as of late. He stole Roman's shoes, okay.
Oh, come on.
But that's about the extent of it all.
You fear him, and well, you should. Not once in your, forget about your career, not once in your entire life have you ever been beaten to such a degree that you needed a stretcher, that you couldn't leave on your own volition. Not once. All those football games at Georgia Tech, not once did you leave on a stretcher. All those Anawai family barbecues that doubled as drunken Samoans having a battle royal in the backyard, not once
I would love to see
you
that.
leave on a stretcher. And in your entire career, let alone even before you were the tribal chief with me at the height of your greatness, not once in your career did a man lay a beating on you to such a degree that you had to be placed on a stretcher, carried out of the arena, placed into an ambulance, and taken all the way to the hospital.
Hey, they didn't say medical facility. They went with hospital.
Roman Reigns.
I like how Bronson right away was like staring at the audience.
Don't worry about them. Listen to me. Your father, Seeker, 45 years in this business, never stretch it out.
Nah, don't be talking about his father.
Your uncle, 45 years in this business, never stretch it out.
Damn. Oh, the disrespect.
How do you think they'd feel looking down on you, watching you get stretched out by my hands?
Oh, the disrespect. I like Bronson's like crazy eyes that he's giving Roman.
It's funny you
He's
bring
like,
up my father and my uncle. You didn't know them. The dumbass next to you, he did.
the dumbass next to you. He ain't no
What
wise
do you think
man.
my dad would say right now, Paul?
Bronson's
My
confused.
dad would say, fight him now. So let's do this now.
Paul, I don't get why Paul Heyman's trying to hold back Bronson Reed. He's a grown-ass man. Let him fight.
Do this on your time. He was on your schedule.
Bro, he's a grown-ass man. If he wants to fight,
ran
let
this
him
before.
fight.
I've been over there and I've heard what he has to say. There's no wise words coming, just words of a coward. He's telling you don't fight right now. He's telling you you're on the tribal chief's time right now. He's telling you you're on the tribal chief's terms right now. Let's just be honest here. I'm levels above you.
As much as I like Bronson Reed, he's not
It's
lying.
gonna be my time, no matter the place, no matter where we go, when you want to do it, whatever fashion you want to do it in, let me know, because I'm always gonna be your tribal chief.
I feel like Paul Heyman is holding back the potential of Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker by constantly always making
My
them stop.
compliments. That was almost as brilliant as if it came from a wise man. You want to know who, what, when, where, why? Roman Reigns versus Bronson Reed. This Saturday night, Perth, Australia, at Crown Jewel, in a match that Bronson Reed made famous, in a match that Bronson Reed has never been defeated in a match that Bronson Reed was so
Shoes on a pole
dominant in
match? I'm just
that
kidding.
WWE recruited him from Australia to the main roster. This Saturday night at Crown Jewel, Roman Reigns, Bronson Reed in an Australian street fight.
Arrgh. That should be fun. I'm into that. I dig it. I dig it. All right.
Too easy. I accept.
Aw, man, and here I was expecting Roman shoes on a pole match. That's what I was really expecting.
Dallas.
JK.
They walked in like some tough guys, but they seem to be walking out like a couple of bitches.
Oh, see, there you go, Bronson. There you go. You are a grown-ass man. Get in that ring and fight.
And that looks
Don't
like it's
be a
happening right
bitch.
now, Wade.
Oh, just a few days
Now that is
before
how we
the
do it. This is how we do it.
Crown Jewel in Perth.
This is how we do
Mission
it.
accepted as he sends him outside onto the floor.
Straight in the eyeballs of
See, like, this is the kind of stuff I want to see, guys. I like them to get their hands dirty before the actual matchup, you know?
Roman's coming our way. Oh, Roman is clearing off.
Don't let the security guards get out here and suck the fun. Let them fight a little bit. See, I fucking knew. I jinxed it. But every single time, they just don't let it breathe anymore, you know? Like, let them breathe. Let them fight.
Crawling away
Good.
over the barrier. Superman punch. That clash in Paris, Reigns was stretchered off because of the beatdown put on by Big Bronson Reed. A week ago, he returned.
Yeah, so one of the things that, like, one of my wrestling pet peeves is whenever they, like, two guys are, like, about to, like, start fighting, I think that they pull the trigger on the security guards way too soon. Like, I wish they'd let them fight a little bit more and then have the security guards go out there. Because it almost, like, whenever you see, like, a brawl breakout, you, like, almost don't get excited about it anymore because you know that security guards are incoming. And
but that is just the beginning.
sometimes I just want to see two guys that hate each other start the fight before the match even begins, you know? Sometimes it just has to happen that way.
CM Punk is here after a successful mission accomplished at WrestlePalooza. Now sets his sights on a clear target. CM Punk will join us live. Plus, Lyra Valkyria has arrived in Texas. Tonight, she does battle with the Judgment Day's Roxanne Perez. That is coming your way in moments. And after a week of
Ooh, I love Io
Sky,
Sky's
you can
crop
see it on her
top.
face,
Very
betrayed,
nice.
and now on the other side of those she considered family. Wait, let's remind everybody what happened last week.
Yeah, this was last Monday on Raw. Rhea Ripley once again jumped by the Kabuki Warriors. This time, Io Sky came down to talk some sense into her longtime friends. But the talk didn't work
Andy
too
Dershel,
well
this is
as
true.
her
He says,
former
where
mentor
do they
Asuka's
always find
Io
the most
was
feeble
poisoned
security
as
people? They couldn't break
blood
up a
of
fight
Jesus
at a
is
Little
gone.
League game. Yeah, this particular security group, like, they weren't really doing a good job. Like, you can tell, like, they just weren't. Like, it looked weak. It looked weak.
Me and you.
And yes, I agree with
taking
where
on
did it go?
the
Rowdy the
Kabuki
Cat here, who
Warriors.
says chaos is good for
do it.
wrestling. I second that.
I understand.
Asuka's yelling at Pierce.
Make the match.
Hold
Rip
on, calm
Adam
down. We're
Pierce.
talking about Crown Jewel, the match is official. Are you talking about tonight?
そういうことや tonight.
Oh, you want Io and Kyrie tonight? Okay, if so,
I can
need to
see
talk to Io
Asuka
because
kicking Adam
Rhea's already
Pierce's
down there to
ass.
impress.
You
I
know?
gotta find if there's space in the show. So let me talk to Io. If she wants the match, then I will come back and let you know it's official. Does that work?
そういうことや Make the match tonight.
I don't know why, but this has let me talk to the manager energy. Adam Pierce looks like a manager, and Asuka's like ripping him to shreds.
We're gonna teach Io and Rhea respect at Crown Jewel. But tonight, you face Io Sky.
Oh, okay, that's nice. I'm with it.
No, I don't want to fight Io 1-1 because I know I can still bring her back into our family. ねえ。何を言うのだじゃこれ！ちゃんとやれバカ！
Oh!
ちゃんとやれ She's the family! The match is happening! わかったか？わかったか？はい。Understand. Oh, good girl, good girl.
That is so mean. Good girl, good girl.
You better win.
Oh, hells no, Kyrie. Hells no, Kyrie. Oh, no. Justice for Kyrie. Right the fuck now. Right the fuck now. Justice for Kyrie. She just had another woman slap her and then belittle her. No way, Jose, guys. No way, Jose. No way. That is so vicious. Oh my gosh. I'm livid right now for Kyrie. Like, legit livid. She just got so beyond disrespected by Asuka. All right, let's see. We got Maxine versus Becky Lynch next. And I'm pretty sure we're going to end up seeing, what's her face? Maybe AJ Lee gets involved in this match at some point, right? Like, doesn't it have to happen? Also, I agree with Julian Clark here, who says that Kyrie Crash Out is going to be epic. It really is, though. They're building a lot of sympathy for her, and I feel like today was the day. Like this, like what Asuka just did to her, I feel like that completely made her into like a babyface. Like she kind of already was, because she was like kind of like she was only doing things, run a commercial break. She was only doing things that like Asuka was making her do. But remember, one of the things that I was pointing out last week during the attack, or like the last 2 weeks, was that in a way, like Kyrie was like sad about having to attack Eroy. I say fucking Eroy. Jesus Christ. Why am I thinking about Eroy? I haven't thought about Eroy in forever. No, wait, isn't it Eeyore? Wait, what's the name of the little sad little elephant in fucking Winnie the Pooh? That is hilarious. That's Eroy. So then who's Eroy? Who the fuck is Eroy? Oh man, that's so funny. Anyways, what I was trying to say was that whenever she has like a moment where she's like getting her ass kicked by Kyrie or anything like that, we end up basically seeing her like she's hesitant, right? Like Kyrie's hesitant about it, but she still does it. She still goes in and she still does it. So, you know, I just feel like they needed this today because in a way I was kind of looking at her like last week and I was like, I can't feel that bad for Kyrie because she's still falling in line to Asuka, but now that she's literally getting slapped in the face and she's got like even more danger, like because somebody that she loves and she cares about is treating her the way that she is, and not just like mentally now, but physically too now. So it's gotten above and beyond. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Someone has a wait, someone has a picture of Maxine as the Sports Illustrated number 1, and Becky Lynch was like going off on her. Anyways, that's so funny. Alrighty, let's see. Where did I leave off?
Sacramento, California.
We got Tracy WV here who says, so what time are you doing SmackDown and Raw while in Aussie? So Raw, I haven't decided, but SmackDown, I am definitely doing it at the normal time. So I will not be going live early on on Friday for SmackDown. I'm going to be going live at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm not going to do SmackDown at like 5 in the morning. That's crazy. So SmackDown I will definitely do at the normal time, and then obviously Crown Jewel is going to be the time that it is, and then Monday Night Raw I haven't decided. I haven't decided on that one just yet. Thank you, Tracy. We also got Stephen Marchulli who says, would you be more excited for Blake Monroe versus Tiffany Stratton or Bianca versus Jade? That's a great question. Oh, I can't decide because I really like them both. Like both feuds would be amazing.
5 days away from Crown
I'm kind of leaning more towards Blake Monroe versus Tiffany Stratton, only because they have so many similarities. So like, how are they gonna stand out from each other? And whereas Bianca and Jade, they're so different. So I feel like Blake Monroe and Tiffany Stratton are more similar to each other than Bianca and Jade, like personality-wise. So that's why I almost want to see Blake Monroe and Tiffany Stratton like interact more than Bianca and Jade. Thank you, Steven, for asking. It's a great question. We also got Perfect Plex here who says, hey fam, what's up, Perfect Plex? Thank you so much for tuning in, man. Hope you're doing all right. We also got Victario in the building. He says, what's up, DWO peeps and queen? Happy to be back here and I'm ready for Raw. This is going to be good tonight. I hope so. So far, it's been off to a pretty good start. I liked the stuff with Roman Reigns and Bronson Reed making this match for Crown Jewel. So overall, a good start to Monday Night Raw. I'm feeling it so far. So, and I'm expecting something more to come out of this match with Becky Lynch and Maxine. I'm expecting AJ Lee here, so let's see if that happens. Thank you, Mitaru. Hope you're doing all right. They're showing the replay from last week. We already saw that.
So there's no doubt.
All right, here we go. The match is beginning.
And focus for Maxine Dupree after what happened last week backstage. I'll tell you, she was
Jay Hunch says, Becky is the best heel in the women's division right now, in my opinion, on the main roster. And it's not only me who's saying it. Sports Illustrated says it too.
Rather quickly when
So
you're in there
funny.
with the greatest women's wrestler of all time. And it's not just me saying it, you know the rest.
No.
Joe
And it's just not me saying it.
And she's taking it right to her. And I think
Hey, what is this? Maxine's
critical for Maxine Wade.
Yeah,
a little
100%.
feisty
You
here.
crumble at the feet of Becky Lynch in the early goings. You are simply
I
not
wasn't
gonna get
expecting
back up, but
Maxine
that
to
may good
be as
it
feisty
gets
as she
for
is.
Maxine Dupree.
Also, her
Yes,
hair looks
without
amazing,
doubt,
by the
the
way.
least
This
experienced
hairstyle
member
for
of the
Maxine
women's
is
division here
hot,
on Raw.
hot.
You see Maxine go into the offense early, and I'll take you back to August 11th when it was very different, when she struggled early, and Becky was mocking her, just flexing and saying, get out of my ring, you don't deserve to be here.
Yeah, that's part of the issue between these two. Lynch has zero respect for anyone lower down the pecking order, such as Dupree. And until you get yourself into that world champion category that
I remember the first time we saw Maxine and Becky wrestle each other on Raw. It was hella interesting.
On Raw, and that is the complete distaste she has for Maxine Dupree.
You know, there was a glimmer of hope from Dupree when they met up on August 11th. There was a moment when Big Time Bex was going for the manhandle slam, and Maxine countered with a stunner, and then was able to put a series
She's
of
like,
offense together.
hey,
Now
hey, she's standing up for herself. Oh, geez.
Called it a moment. It may have been a fleeting
I like
moment,
that,
but
you know,
perhaps one of
Becky
those
kept
moments
hitting
is
her, and she kept like
It
snapping her
always
head back,
is
like, you're not gonna take me
moment.
down,
It's a
Becky.
brief
It's not gonna
moment
be
in
that
time
easy.
where perhaps
I feel
Lynch
like Maxine
drops
is
her
showing
guard for a second.
she's being a little bit more
Maxine takes
courageous
the
here. She's being a little bit
opportunity.
more brave,
Right now, this
showing
is
a little
going about
feisty
as well
side
as
of
I
her.
feared it
Like,
would
she's
go
not
for
letting
Maxine
Becky
Dupri.
Lynch just walk all over her in this match.
Maxine's got to gather
It's kind of
herself
nice.
again against the 7-time.
It is very,
world
very, very
champion,
nice to see that from
Intercontinental
Maxine.
champion who's held that title for 120 days at this point.
And look, I'll tell you right now, I've got a lot of admiration.
We
for
got
Maxine
IBN Jones that
Dupri.
says Maxine put out a training video last week. I didn't see that.
Yep.
However, there are levels to this, and Maxine, for my money, should be aiming at more the mid-card here on Raw rather than at the very top. But hold on.
Oh, Fez press into a beatdown.
I'm very surprised
Too much
by
of that
how much
humiliation
confidence we're
from Becky
seeing in
Lynch, and that was
Maxine.
drop kick that did not find
Like, this
the
is by
target,
far
and
the
then
most
we find
confidence
a
I've ever
target,
seen
a
from
knee
her.
of Becky Lynch, who
Honest
is
to God,
now-
like, I have not seen her this confident before.
Maxine has to drop the hammer here, and she does.
Oh, right off the apron, Wade. Off the apron, Maxine Dupri.
We got Perfect Flex here. Says Maxine improved a lot.
Up-and-coming superstars need to learn. When you get a window, you
We
have
got
to
Joe here.
capitalize.
Says Maxine is not
You don't
intimidated
make
of
the
Becky.
most of
Yeah,
it.
that's a little
Someone the
surprising.
caliber of Lynch is going to be back at you.
I like it though. I like Maxine,
Throws her into
who's
that
like
barrier.
still this underdog, but she's
This is
like
what we're talking about.
got
The
enough
levels to this.
courage
T-bone suplex
to
right
at least
into the
defend herself
security
against
barrier.
Becky.
Lynch in complete control here.
Alrighty. Let's see what we got here. Hey, we got Frank in the building, infamous Raider Loco, who says, "My fearless Swifty, hope you're doing great."
Suplex into the
My
barrier
boy
moments
50
ago,
Cent
and
went
now rolled
wild
back
for
into the
Taylor's
ring
shout out.
as Becky
Taylor
Lynch
show girl
looks
pics,
to
lit,
take
lit, lit.
control
That woman is
here
just gorgeous.
against Maxine
Hoping
Dupri,
a Stephanie match
who,
today
I
since
do
I'll miss
think
her on
you can
Saturday.
see
Yeah, because
some
infamous Raider
improvement,
Loco's
but
going to be
still there, as
partying
you
for
said,
his
there are
birthday.
levels to
So I
this
hope you
game.
have a
Yeah,
fantastic
absolutely. I've
birthday,
actually been
man.
really impressed with
And yeah,
Maxine
I've been
Dupri.
having
First
like
of
the
all, for
best
hanging in
time
there. She's
since
taken a hell of a
Thursday
beating
night.
already, but also
Just listening to
2,
my girl
3,
T
maybe
Swift,
4
going to the
times there have been
movies. I've just been
offense.
I've been in another dimension the last 3 days. I really truly have, and it was very, very nice, and very, very thankful for the last couple of days. Thank you, Frank. Hope you're having a good one. We also got David Primero here who says, "Hey Denise, what's your reaction on Taylor Swift replacing the Rock's movie in theaters because Rock's movie was a box office bomb?" Yeah, so I saw that. I saw that like the movie ended up being like the Rock's least profitable movie ever or something. Like it just wasn't like a good opening week for them, which is unfortunate. But yeah, so Taylor's movie, she was only it was the limited run. Like she was only on for like her movie's only on in the theaters for 3 days. So obviously, you know, people were like, "I gotta get there." Like you only had 3 days to like go and watch this movie. And yeah, I feel like
that Dupri wants to show.
Look, when it comes to like, there's a reason like why. When it comes to like albums and things, when it comes to albums, it's a little different, right? Like people change their schedules and shit because they don't want to come out like the same week as when Taylor drops an album. And with movies, like again, I don't think that like I don't think that I think that maybe they should have done more promotion for the Smashing Machine. I don't know how much they did. I felt like they did a good little amount, but I don't know how many people were like genuinely interested in the story. So I don't know exactly why The Rock's movie didn't do good in theaters, you know? I'm not really like as up to date on that side of things as I am, you know, with everything else, right? But now she's getting her lickings on Maxine. But yeah, so you know, it sucks obviously for The Rock, but you know, you never know. Maybe it'll do better. I don't know. Maybe it'll do better because, like, even me, it was funny because people were like, I posted a picture of me at the theaters
and now
to watch T Swift, and someone commented like, "Aren't you gonna watch The Rock's movie?" And I'm like, "No, I'm gonna watch T Swift." You know, that's where that's what I wanted to see. Like, I could watch The Rock's movie like next week. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can watch it next week. That's fine. But like this week is dedicated to specifically one thing. We're back from commercial break. But yeah, so hopefully, I haven't actually heard like how the movie is, like if it's good or not. That I don't know. But I do definitely want to watch it though, because from the looks of it, like The Rock really poured out his like artistic soul as an actor in that movie. From what I've seen, so yeah. No, one of the things that I did notice and why I said that I thought they should have done even more promotion was when I went to my local movie theater, they didn't even have like you know how they have like the movie posters and stuff for like the movies that are playing? They didn't have any for the Smashing Machine. They didn't have any. And I was like, yo, they're not even promoting it around here. It's crazy.
Was announced, but right now she's scoring A+ for effort. She's still in this thing.
Thank you, David.
Well, Maxine digging
there you go. Maxine's fired up again.
Had any clue she possessed.
And putting it all together.
Damn.
She might actually do
Who is this new woman? Maxine is a new woman.
Level of competition.
Suddenly looking fresh as a daisy, a fisherman suit and a kip-on.
Hey, she even did a little shimmy in there. Damn, the rise of Maxine Dupree.
She is a different competitor right now. As
Yo,
blocks that leg sweep, and look at
Yo,
that was smart and technical. The ankle lock is in.
Pulling some tricks out of the alpha.
This is wild, guys. This is wild.
Becky Lynch in major trouble here, and I did not think I was going to be saying that.
This is literally the most impressive Maxine has ever looked.
Becky Lynch comes to the fore, and it could be downhill.
By the way, we got McTaro here who says justice for our girl Kyrie. Exactly. She needs to get her revenge and slap the hell out of Asuka.
And that continued offensive assault. And now
Mr. GRK Chef 13 says, does Kyrie turn on Asuka at Crown Jewel? I have a feeling they're going to milk it a little bit longer, so I don't know that it'll happen at Crown Jewel. I think they're going to keep milking it. You know how Triple H does. They milk the hell out of these turns. Thank you, Mr. GRK Chef 13. Also, hope you're having a good Monday.
The second women's intercontinental champion.
Hey, yo! Hey, yo! Damn! What is this? Maxine is like literally pulling out everything out of her arsenal and more. We also got Cyclops is better than Wolverine, says Asuka went to the Roman school of manipulation. Yo, she's at this point, she's teaching Roman Reigns the art of manipulation. I never seen Roman yell the way Asuka yells. Thank you, Cyclops.
So difficult this deep in the match to even climb the ropes, and it just took a beat too long.
We also got Larice Johnson here who says, I think AJ Lee will interfere in this match. At this point, she shouldn't, considering how decent of a job Maxine is doing for herself. Like, she's holding her own ground.
Not just a
thank you, Larice.
Effort, but impressive with her offense. But can she stay with Becky Lynch throughout? Superplex.
I think she'll be out right here? Maybe. No, look at her.
Oh no, remember back in August when the disarmer was locked in.
They got blocked there. Maxine Dupree learned, but
sorry, Maxine. Wait, what? I was about to say, wait, what?
And the shoulders were down.
I thought I was about to say, sorry, Maxine, you got a tap here. What is happening? I'm telling you, she's a whole new woman. But I think that's it. Yeah. Oh, okay. Wow, I was definitely wrong.
Can you believe this effort?
Who is this firecracker of a woman?
Look at this.
Her name is Maxine Dupree. Hey!
Could she do it right here in Dallas?
Yo, I was about to say, oh my God, Maxine. Guys, what is happening? Sorry, this is hilarious. This is hilarious. This is wild.
Biggest upsets in years. Crossbody.
Oh, no, that's got to be it right there. Yeah. No. Oh, shit. I was wrong again. Oh no, Becky's gonna get distracted and she's gonna get rolled up. Wait, Maxine! I was about to say, Maxine, don't cheat. I know you're desperate, but do not cheat, Maxine. You don't want it like that. You don't want it like that. You want to earn it.
Second in disbelief of the moment.
Simply cannot feel sorry for yourself because it's not gone your way in that very moment. And Becky Lynch has that look in her eye and things are about to get ugly.
Slamming her into our announce desk and draped over our announce desk.
This is insane, guys. What is happening?
And now just ragdolling that.
This is wild. Alan here says, what a match. Arthur Edge says, this is awesome. Eden says, do what you can, Maxine. Dude, you guys have like Becky needs some love after this, guys. I'm gonna make sure to like give Becky a bunch of love during the post show because she is doing so much for Maxine right now. Like legit, she's helping put this girl on the map here. Like legit, she really is.
On the steel steps.
So we got to give her some love, you know?
Right now.
We got Sheldon here. It says the greatest match of Maxine's career, period. Legit. No, she hit her in the gut with the prime bottle. Girl. Not with the prime bottle.
Conceivably had zero chance against
that
the
is
Intercontinental
funny.
Champion.
Second time that she's been in there to break the count.
I mean, this is by
We got KJ here says Becky is the GOAT for real. I almost think that Maxine, here's the thing, like, if Maxine wins, people are going to be, like, screaming, right? Like, holy shit, she actually did it. But even if Maxine loses, she's done so much in this matchup that, like, even if she loses, it's a win for her. You know what I'm saying? Because again, Becky Lynch is not your everyday run-of-the-mill person on the show. Like, she's very special. So, wait, oh no! Don't tell me that Becky is gonna.
She's called for the bell. Maxine Dupree is back in the ring.
Becky! 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 Oh my God! Becky, you are the pros of the pros, and you got counted out because she was busy being, showboating and shit. That's wild. You know, Maxine did a hell of a job in this match, guys. Legit did a hell of a job. That is funny. Becky got like overtly confident and just like didn't even realize it or whatever. Becky. Wow, Maxine, hello, welcome to Monday Night Raw, even though she's been here, but like that was Maxine Dupree's breakout performance. You just saw it right now. Maxine has officially broken out. Insane. Hey, look, this Raw ended up being very surprising. The first 40 minutes have been pretty damn interesting.
Right now. What up, Big Oos?
And we didn't even get AJ Lee. I thought we were going to see AJ Lee in that. I was so wrong. I just hear them
bury Uncle Sika and Uncle Awful? Hey, listen, Oos, at Crown Jewel, I got you. I got you.
Oh, well, let that slide.
I like that Yeetin' Ain't Easy shirt.
I don't want no help, especially from you.
Wait, what?
We already talked about this. You should be hyper-focused on what you're doing right now, your opportunities, right? The doors that are open for you, owning the rooms that you're going to walk into. Matter of fact, who's talking at the top of the hour?
CM Punk?
Not you, huh?
Nah. Okay, so maybe now I'm expecting Jay to go out there and interrupt Punk.
You know, I hear and I see everything, right?
Oh, he knows.
What's the problem with him taking advice from me?
I mean, it's on TV, right? Roman clearly watches the product. Roman's keeping up with Monday Night Raw, even when he's not on. That's proof right there, buddy. That's proof right there. All right, we got Lyra getting ready for her match with
What's
Roxy.
up, Lyra? You got Roxanne Perez next. I mean, that's a future WrestleMania match if you ask me. So I would love to be ringside if that's all right with you, please.
Cool. Okay. How are you feeling today?
I feel great. I'm excited. Are you?
Yeah, I'm excited. I love that you waited till right now to ask me.
Yeah.
But Raquel's gonna be out there, and I need all the help we can get. So, what the hell? Sure.
Yes. Okay, let's do the handshake. You know, this one. No,
The one
this
we
one
definitely
first.
need to work on.
I don't want to do no spit in hand handshake. Alrighty, guys. Give me 1 second here. We're about to. So far, we've gotten a lot of really good stuff on Raw today. So the Bronson Roman stuff. Then we got the Becky Maxine stuff, which very much over delivered. Then we had the Asuka Kyrie moment, which was pretty damn entertaining. And then now we got this here. So I'm telling you, so far this Raw has kind of over delivered, which is really good, actually. I'm very happy to hear that. I'm very, very happy to hear that. All right, let me catch up here on the super chats. We got JJ Castillo. What's up, JJ? Thank you so much for always showing up to the streams. Hopefully you're having a good start to your week, and hopefully you had a good weekend. He says, Denise, hope you had a great weekend. We got to celebrate my mom's birthday. Obviously, I listened to Taylor Swift's new album and can't stop listening to it. JJ, first of all, happy birthday to your mom. There's nothing in this world that is greater than mothers, because they go out there and they work so hard, and you know, they do things that are just tremendous. So shout out to your mom, man, first and foremost. And then secondly, same thing, man. I've been listening to T Swift just like nonstop, and like singing all day, and I've been in such a good mood. Like the album has a lot of energy, like very like energetic songs. There's a couple of like maybe slower ones, but for the most part, it's a very energetic album. And so I've just been like riding on a high, like on a high. So JJ, thank you so much, man. And let me know what your favorite song is off the album or song. You don't have to send it in a super chat. I'll keep an eye out for your comments. Thank you, JJ. We got D Martin 5th here who says, what's up, DWO? Hope everyone is having a great Monday. The wrestling highlight of the weekend was Shotzi studying SRS over the weekend. I saw, you know, I spoke with Sean this morning, and I wasn't online these last few days, so I didn't know that had happened. And he told me about it, so I have to go watch the video. I haven't seen the video, but he was telling me about his awful sell to the stunner. That's all I know. All I know is that it was awful, but that it was very funny. But I haven't actually seen it yet. So I still got to check that out. Thank you, D Martin 5th, for being here. Thank you for the love. Victoru! He just gifted 10 DWO memberships. Victoru, thank you so much, man. That's fucking cool of you, dude. Victoru has gifted so many memberships now on this channel. It's insane. So thank you so much, Victoru. Giving you a bunch of good karma your direction. May your sky be opalite. Oh, by the way, now that Taylor Swift has a new album, I've learned new words. That's how it works. I add new phrases into my daily routine. So you'll be here. If you hear me say random shit, that's just me trying things out. So yes. Thank you, Victoru. We got Perfect Blood that says WWE needs to continue to push Maxine after this. All gas, no breaks. I'm with you, man. I said this was her breakout match right here. Like legit, we got to give Becky Lynch a lot of credit, guys. Like a lot of credit, because you know, obviously everyone's gonna be talking about Maxine because that's what Becky Lynch did. Like she helped her do this. Like Becky is a freaking pro, man. So shout out to Becky for helping Maxine get this massive opportunity. Honestly, it's a really great opportunity for her to have this match and to do what she did. And with somebody like the likes of Stardom, like Becky Lynch. Thank you, Perfect Plex. Hey, what's up? We got Day Day the Mexican. He says, on my break at work, you know what's wild? It's Denise in the big comfy chair and great match, and Stephanie Vaquera is the best heavyweight champ ever. Well, she just started, but she looks amazing with the championship, though. And yeah, I'm feeling good about my new chair.
What a show coming your way tomorrow at 8
Something here.
p.m.
Is that? Hold on. I need to clean that really quickly. Sorry, guys. I was using my chair for a party today. This weekend, I had a spooky movie night.
Promotions, TNA
So,
and NXT, and a winner-take-all tag team with the NXT
Okay,
champ
hand
Dark State going up
sanitizer.
against Matt and Jeff
It's
Hardy,
not-
the TNA
Oh, that
tag
kind of
team
worked.
champions.
A little bit. Sorry, I poured hand sanitizer all over it. I used my chair for a party because I needed an extra seat. So my sister took my chair and she was using it. So I think that's how I got all crazy. But yeah, I'm loving this chair, man. It's awesome, and it's funny because last week, I think it was during Monday Night Raw, that like everybody was just talking about the chair because it wasn't the best Raw. And I'm so glad that this week we actually have good stuff to talk about on this show. Thank you, Day Day the Mexican. Hope you're doing good, man. We also got Infamous Raider Loco who says, oh, by the way, Day Day the Mexican, I hope your workday goes by fast. We got Frank here who says, thoughts on SmackDown Women's segments? Love them. I had a great time with SmackDown this past Friday. I watched SmackDown really early Saturday morning. And when I was watching it, I was like, damn, I was like, this would have been a really good show to do a watch along to, but I didn't watch SmackDown Live this Friday. I literally woke up at like 4 a.m. in the morning on Saturday to watch it.
High-fiving. Right in the center of the ring, they're getting after it here.
I
Lyra
liked
Valkyria and Roxanne Perez.
what did I like?
Across all four
Yeah, there
of
were a
these
couple
women
things
in
that I liked.
recent weeks. Coming to a head,
I
and
enjoyed
clearly
the little
Valkyria
promo
and
that
Bayley need to
Stephanie
have
cut on
each other's
Tiffany
backs
during
here
that
because the
contract
numbers game
signing.
of Perez and
I didn't
Rodriguez
love that got
is
blended into that they're doing a
almost
Can They Coexist storyline that with them with Julia and Kiana. I didn't love that.
Roxanne gets up and delivers a right hand.
I did like what else did I like? All right, I'm trying to think right now. Oh, I did like Charlotte and Alexa also backstage too. I thought that was fine. There was a lot on that show that I did enjoy. It was a good one. I covered that one on Busted Open, so I spoke a whole lot about it for that show. We were able to do like an hour and a half on SmackDown from everything that he gave us on the show this past Friday, which was very, very nice. Thank you, Frank.
Oh, we've got news. It is happening right
Io
here
versus
tonight
Kairi.
in Dallas. Io Sky, Kairi Sane. We saw what
The
happened.
poor
with
Kairi,
Asuka
she's all
backstage.
rattled.
She
She's gonna go
slapped
into that
Kairi
match with
Sane.
Io
Kairi didn't
and
say,
just
"I
be
don't want to
like
have to do this."
all
But
rattled
Io
and shit
Sky
after she got
and
slapped
Kairi
by
Sane
Asuka.
just announced for tonight, right here, Raw.
We also
on
got
Netflix.
Day Day here who says, idea, new show, Keeping Up with the Bloodline. Honestly, that would be very entertaining. That would be very, very, can you imagine like the episodes that they would have? Think about it. Keeping Up with the Bloodline. Or Keeping Up with, let me see, who else would they be able to do that with?
Raquel Rodriguez, always up to no good.
Look at the athleticism of Valkyria.
Yeah, I would say the Bloodline because they have the most members. All of them too, even the ones that aren't together right now. Because no matter what, you're in the Bloodline, regardless of if you're in the Bloodline. You cannot leave the Bloodline. It is in your blood. You are forever in the Bloodline if you are in the Bloodline. It's just how it works. So yeah, I'm with you, Day Day.
Compact, explosive,
We also got Day Day here. It says, oh, my girlgirlfriend is obsessed with Taylor Swift. Well, please shout her out. Tell her I said hi. And tell her that I hope she's having an amazing showgirl era. So thank you, Day Day.
Friendship with Tatum Paxley.
Oh, Sheldon. He says, Denise, thoughts on Matt Riddle's heel turn over the weekend in MLW? If you saw or heard about it, Sheldon, I'm so sorry to give you the crappiest answer right now. I did not see it. I didn't even know about it. I'm hearing about it for the first time right now that you said it. I'm sorry, Sheldon.
Look at that angle.
Oh, damn. Roxanne's like fucking up Lyra's arm. Ooh.
Roxanne
Yeah, I'm so
Perez
sorry, Sheldon. So I wasn't
beating down
online
that left arm
on
of
Friday, Saturday,
Lyra
or Sunday.
Valkyria
So
here
I've
in
been like
Dallas.
completely just disconnected from like wrestling the last 3 days. So I'm literally catching up on everything that I missed this weekend. But since I don't really cover MLW,
How quickly
I didn't
things
even
can
look.
change, Wade.
I'm so sorry, Sheldon.
This has turned into
Sorry
a
for that
potential
shitty
disaster now
answer.
for Lyra
Worst
Valkyria.
shitty answer
Not only
ever.
may she end up needing some sort
We
of
also got
treatment
Jay
on that
Hunch. Jay, thank you so
post-match.
much for the super chat, bro. I appreciate that a whole lot, man. Thank you. And hopefully you're having a good start to your week. All right, I'm all caught up here, guys. I'm all caught up.
Vindictive Roxanne Perez can be, there will be no let-up whatsoever.
What's up, WWE Anson?
Two
He
women
says,
who are
"Oh, he's watching in
aiming
the
for the very
arena.
top
Hey,
here
man,
on
I hope
Raw.
you're enjoying
Aiming to
I
command
hope
the
you're enjoying
women's
Raw.
division, and it's
You
the
got a really
kind
good
of
show so
scalp
far.
you really wanna
Enjoy
play.
yourself, man."
Series of right hands.
Also,
from
Davion
Perez.
Washington says that was a callback to Roxanne's heel turn from NXT in 2024. Oh,
Right now,
nice.
Bayley must
Thanks
feel
for letting me know,
incredibly
Davion.
powerless, looks on forlorn, knowing, oh, geez.
I don't know how she's going to be able to
That
withstand
is-
this.
that
How is
not
she
the-
going to be able to use her left arm for the remainder of the match?
Oh, she's still like going at it on Lyra's elbow and shit.
To make up
Ooh, like
for the fact
really
your
going
left
after
arm
that
is completely
arm.
useless at this point.
I'm telling you guys, that's one of my favorite
This
things
is what
about
we talk about when
Roxanne
we describe
is that
the
she
experience.
always
There's a hook of the
goes
leg
in
to
with
put her away,
a
Perez,
plan.
and the kick out at 2.
Although the referee is
She's
taking a
always
very
10
close
steps
look at
ahead
that
of her
left arm
competitor.
Valkyria.
Always.
I've seen matches ended because of things like this before, and once again, Roxanne Perez now talking
Yoshida Viper
Bayley
says,
on the
Denise, if Roxanne
outside,
loses again
but
tonight, we're going to have to
continuing
start
the
calling her
assault on
Roxanne
that arm.
Pinrez, unfortunately.
This is brutal. This is brutal.
Aww.
Watch as she snaps
What's
it
her
back.
streak? Like, what's her
It's
win-loss
brutal, but it's exactly what
record,
Roxanne
like, the
Perez
last
needs
2
to
months?
be
I'll
doing.
pull it up
She
during
has
the
designs on
commercial break.
conquering
If she
this
loses,
entire
I'll pull it up.
division.
You see Bayley desperate to rally support for Lyra. And this continued attack on the shoulder.
Sheldon Jackson, thank you for the super chat. He says also
the
Jordan Grace and Joe
elbow
Hendry are the special
wrist,
guest
that
referee for the
left
respective
arm of
traditional
Lyra
Survivor Series
Valkyria has
matches
been
tomorrow at
brutalized.
Showdown.
Perez
I
is
hate
just
when they do
enjoying
that.
it.
That's
She's
so
technically not
silly.
even
Like,
trying
why
to
would you
beat
do
Valkyria at this point.
like
Technically, I
why would
suppose
you do
go for a
wrestlers
submission, but I'm not seeing any
for
good attempts, any attempts to
matchup that
finish
is
this match.
promotion versus
Simply
promotion?
enjoying torturing
That is
an
so
opponent
silly.
while under the
That is
brightest
so
of spotlights.
silly.
You might not like it,
so
but
so
that is the
silly.
kind of attitude that has taken a
So
lot of
so
people to the very
silly.
top in this
Like,
game.
come on.
She's literally
I get what
inventing
they're
new
trying to do,
ways
but that just doesn't
put
make
torque
any
on
sense,
that
guys. Like, it
different
doesn't
angles.
make any sense.
Creative.
This is promotion
Gone
versus
opening.
promotion. You
Fully
shouldn't be having
exploited.
a
Perez has done
biased
exactly that so far, but of
wrestler
course,
as
you
a
know, Valkyria
referee.
will keep
You know what
on
I'm
fighting
saying?
with whatever she's got.
I don't like it. I hate it. I hate it. Thank you, Sheldon. We got Ryan who says, so silly, right? Like, I hate special guest referees in general, so I'm already kind of like anti that. But when you're doing promotion versus promotion,
American Airlines Center in Dallas, the
Come
story of this
on
match
now.
between
Come
Roxanne
on.
Perez and
It's
Lyra Valkyria
crazy.
has been
Crazy.
Roxanne Perez brutalizing the left arm, but now you see Lyra Valkyria trying to fight back. And what does Perez do? She goes right back.
Jay
to
Growl
that
says,
left
what brand
shoulder,
ref would
that
you chosen
left
for the
elbow.
match?
It has been a
Honestly,
constant
I would have
attack.
done
It's been a
like
horror show thus far for Lyra Valkyria.
in a
Once
situation
Perez
like that, I
got
would have
the
done like a
advantage,
WWE rep
there
in
was
one match and maybe an
absolutely
NXT
no
rep in
let-up,
another
and I
match.
feared the worst for
As long as it was an
Valkyria, and
actual
certainly
fucking
that arm
referee.
help
You know?
may have somehow engineered an opportunity to get back into this now.
Bayley on one side, Raquel Rodriguez on
Anson
the
says,
other.
I got
Bayley
like the
has
back
been
front
trying
row.
to
I have the
rally
neon
this
green
crowd
CM
to
Punk
rally
sign.
support for Lyra
Hey guys,
Valkyria.
look for
Look
the.
at this
Oh, I
offensive
see
attack
him.
as she
Wait,
has her left
guys.
arm pinned
Wait,
against
is
her
that
body.
him?
She's been in
Neon.
so
He
much
says he
pain.
has the neon
Essentially
green CM
fighting
Punk
against
sign.
all your instincts, knowing
I
full
see
well
a
that
neon
left
green
arm is
CM
not
Punk
useful
sign.
of our
Is
Bridget
that you?
figuring it out is Valkyria.
Perez rolls right through.
That's
And
funny.
now Valkyria
I don't know.
on the offense. And the kick out at 2.
So that pin there, you really want to be hooking the neck and linking your own hands together. Keep an eye on this pin. After this fisherman suplex, the left hand of Valkyria, she had to pull it out because of the pain, and therefore the pin was simply not tight enough to get the 3 count. There is the issue with having a busted limb. It's really hindering the attacks of Lyra Valkyria.
Trying to put her in position here is Lyra, but holding on to that top rope is Perez. They were looking for Nightwing right away here in the center of the ring, but instead, what a great counter by Perez. And rolling right back is Valkyria. Back and forth, these young, talented rivals go.
Again, with that Nightwing, I don't think Lyra could quite apply it fully due to that busted arm. May need something extra creative from Valkyria here if she's somehow going to pull out a victory.
Oh, Raquel Rodriguez is up on the apron just when Valkyria is trying to mount offense and go up to the rope. She's distracting the referee, and with that, it gives time to Roxanne Perez.
Oh, Valkyria knew that was the moment to pick up the pace, but wait a second.
Oh, look at Bailey.
Oh,
Look
no,
at Bailey
Bailey's
giving
holding
her
on
some
to
leverage
Lyra.
and some help.
Well, much
Oh, but it
needed
helped
at
her
that
out,
moment. It's
okay.
like,
Oh, moonsault wig.
And it works out just fine. Hooks the leg.
Okay, I definitely am going to have to look at Roxanne's win-loss record to see what the deal is. Like, what is going on there? We'll pull it up in a second.
Oh, Bailey was saying Nightwing. And Raquel Rodriguez was saying something very different. Oh, and coming right through with the kick is Lyra.
Oh, there goes Roxanne.
Bailey, but
Yikes.
eyes off Roxanne Perez. Tornado DDT head first into the concrete on the outside, Joe.
And now Perez feels like she has momentum.
Hey, Roxanne might actually get a dub.
Do it.
Roxanne got a dub. Yay. Always nice to see that for her. Good. Let me see what her win-loss record situation was, because I don't really know how she's doing on that end.
Outside to Bailey. Roxanne Perez, Tornado DDT, Pop Rocks, victory.
We see Lyra Valkyria picking up a head off steam, taking down Raquel after Raquel.
Hold on 1 second.
Her friend Bailey, but of course, Roxanne Perez does not need a second invite to pounce, and pounce in a big way she did with Pop.
All right, let's see what it says. All right, so the last time Roxanne won a match on Monday Night Raw was...
Once again, you see
holy shit, guys. The last time Roxanne won a match on Raw was August 11th. August 11th, 2025, when she defeated Io Sky in Canada. That was her last win on Monday Night Raw. That was like a singles match. I think it was like her last win overall, actually. Hold on.
I want to remind everybody that's going to be a special
because the other wins she had were on the...
next week. Remember the time
that was legitimately, that was her last win. Was August 11th, 2025. Yeah. That's crazy. And then prior to that, she had a win against Alexa on SmackDown.
And AJ Styles, it will be written in Australia.
And then before that, it was Monday Night Raw when she won a Fatal 4-Way.
AJ Styles met face to face.
That's crazy.
For the first time.
She also did win at Evolution, her and Raquel, so that's good too. Her and Raquel also won on Raw, July. They had 2 wins in July.
Until then, they've been
okay, so yeah, so it was a little bit of slim pickings there for her in terms of some wins for poor Roxanne.
TNA. And for the first time ever, fans all over the world were about to find out the answer to a decades-old question.
Ooh,
what if John Cena faced AJ Styles?
Dream match! Cena Styles! It's electric!
Only ever so often you get to experience something like this. Soak it in.
The outcome? Phenomenal.
Styles is beating Cena! Career defined! That right there is a man who has just reached the summit!
AJ Styles took the momentum and became the face that runs the place. But the story between two legends doesn't end there. Cena came back at AJ with a new fire lit inside him, one that propelled Cena to win the WWE Championship for a record-tying 60th time.
And we have witnessed absolute greatness by both performers.
With animosity dissolved and respect earned, John Cena and AJ Styles went their separate ways. until now.
Damn, time goes by so fast, man. It really does. Like, we really have to appreciate what we have right here, right now, and what we're getting right here, right now. Because pretty soon, time is going to be up for a lot of these people that we're watching on TV. Look at John. He's about to call it a day. AJ Styles is going to call it a day sometime next year. Not to be like, you know, Debbie Downer here, but I just feel like we got to appreciate what we have right here, right now. Because you just never know, man. You just never know when.
Final showdown.
How fast, you know, the wrestlers you're used to seeing every week on TV are like, it goes by like this. It goes by like this.
Great job by Jackie Redmond on the history of Cena and Styles. And
John Cena seeks his 100th PLE victory on Saturday at Crown Jewel. It could have been when he faced fucking Brock Lesnar, but nah, they had to go with Brock for that one. That should have been John Cena's 100th victory for PLE.
With AJ Styles. AJ, your long storied rivalry with John Cena, in the eyes of many fans, is one of the best of all time. In fact, it was the WWE.
I feel like Jackie and AJ are like hair twins today. They have like the same hair.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, there's the judge. God damn, Judge. Wait, Dominic is wearing a shirt of himself as a little kid.
What makes you think you're going to beat John Cena?
He's wearing a shirt of himself.
Hell,
That's
Rusev
great.
couldn't even beat me, and I'm still.
But also, they have a shit ton of gold.
Nothing. Hey, AJ,
Look at his shirt. That's cute. That's very cute,
that you and Dragon
actually.
Lee want to challenge the WWE World Tag Team Champions, Finn Balor and JD McDonough. Well, take this from an old friend. You're making a huge mistake.
Oh, well, old friend. Kind of sounds like a threat. I mean, it's easy to threat someone when just 3 against 1. So I'll tell you what. I'll grab Dragon Lee. We'll see if we can find a third. I'll talk to Adam Pearce and get us a 6-man tag match tonight. And we'll see how tough you guys are.
I'm with it. All right.
Right, old friend?
Told you we should have dropped him right here. Wonder who's going to get us his partner.
Doesn't even matter. Judgment Day is going to take care of business like we always do.
I like the way AJ
All righty.
in there.
Let's see where we're at here. Rusev's arguing with Adam Pearce. I don't know why that's so funny to me.
Next.
Just like
right
in the
here
back,
in
chilling,
Dallas.
arguing. That's funny. All right, we're on a commercial break. Give me 1 second, everybody, while I end my recordings here. Oh, I'm such an idiot. Oh, guys, I forgot. Hold on. I'm supposed to have my QR code up. Damn. I forgot my QR code, guys. I'm supposed to be promoting. Damn. I dropped the ball. Anyways, if you're new here, you don't know about my QR code, please go check it out, scan it, especially right now during the commercial break. That is the link to Denise's pieces. So if you guys haven't yet subscribed to my Wrestling Clips channel, you are more than welcome to do so. I am investing a whole lot in the channel. I'm so excited about just like trying to grow it. So go click that subscribe button. You can if you're too like lazy to type out Denise's pieces or go to the description box and click the link, I made it easy for you. You just scan the QR code and it should take you to Denise's pieces. Yeah, and obviously you can scan if you're like on a desktop or on a TV. I don't know if you can do it on a phone, right? Unless you have another phone. I'm not sure how that works. Either way, yeah. Oh, it's doing pretty good so far too. I officially hit 5,800 subscribers on that, and I think it told me today that it told me today that my channel has hit like 10,000 watch hours. I think I don't even know. But yeah, so this is the channel. It's Denise's Pieces. So as you can see, it's slowly but surely growing. And we're currently at 5,855 total subscribers. So if you're new here and you haven't subscribed to the Wrestling Clips channel, head on over there. There's a bunch of clips that are constantly going up, shorts and videos of basically literally great moments from interviews that I've done with wrestlers and things like that. Those are all going up there on the channel, so you guys can check it out. Yes, MJ says he's already subscribed. Check and point. Oh no, Marshman says I subscribe to all your channels and they never show up in my feed. When I go find the live stream, I see all the videos I miss. You know, YouTube sometimes is just fucking crazy, Marshman. I don't know what to tell you. Like YouTube, sometimes you'll pop up on the homepage. Sometimes you won't. You know, I try my best to make sure I pop up, but God knows I don't know if I do or if I don't. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Some videos do better than others, and it's just a matter of, honestly, I would suggest, like, if you are a fan of the videos or you're a fan of the content, I would just suggest checking the page like every other day or so whenever you're bored. The easiest way is honestly just typing in my name to the channel. And that's honestly the easiest way to keep up with my content, is by typing my name in and just going and seeing the latest things that I've posted. Because sometimes the YouTube algorithm just don't do me any favors. All right, let's see. We're back here on the show. Thank you so much for letting me know, Marshman.
Cody against Seth. Stephanie Becaire, Tiffany
Eden Drew says if you go subscribe, the Lucha Brothers will reunite.
We figured, let's show
That's
you
hilarious,
the start
dude. That's
around
hilarious.
the world. East Coast,
Thank you,
USA,
Eden.
New York,
Also, thank you, the
8 a.m.
Sniper. He says he just
Saturday morning.
subscribed.
Right here on Netflix
Thank you.
locally.
We also got Bill W from New York, who also just subscribed. Thank you, Bill W. All right, we got Penta back here. Thank you, Sky Mock. He says, hit that bell notification. Yeah, that's another way that I think you might be able to be notified of content.
Why not go after Dominic Mysterio tonight and tag with us? Get your hands on him a little early, you know?
Sí, además, unidos somos más fuertes.
Okay, I'm listening.
What is happening? Who's screaming? Is that Lyra? Oh, that's Lyra and Bailey and Raquel and Roxy. I was like, who's screaming? Someone sounds like they're being murdered. Pierce is crashing out. Pierce is crashing out. Get them out of here. That's it, guys. Pierce has lost his mind. He's lost his mind.
Massive crowd here.
So funny. We got the Sniper here. It says, Adam Pierce, calm down, sir. This is a Wendy's. He needs to calm down.
And we've got celebrities as well. John Primer is a professional bull rider who was ranked
PBR. Yo, PBR.
2024
PBR has a
#1
big time
overall
fan
pick
base.
And teams MVP.
I worked at PBR events one time at the Staples Center. I was one of the brand ambassadors, and I had never heard of PBR. This was several years ago, of course. And I showed up, and it was like sold out to the brim, guys.
The Dallas
I'd never seen so many people with cowboy hats and cowboy boots in Los Angeles. I was stunned. And so then I was like, oh wow, PBR is popular. Had no idea. But yeah, very, very popular stuff. All right, here we go. Speaking of popular, CM Punk is coming out. Ryan Sully says, woo, cheerleaders! Hey, Mike Parker. Mike, thank you so much for the super chat. Mike says, glad Roxanne won. She's been in a holding pattern, maybe waiting for Liv to come back. I'd say she's even been brought down with Judgment Day stuff. What happened to flirting with Dom? Hope this win is just the start. I think that you're right in the sense that with Liv being gone, it changed a lot of things, and they clearly had to pivot to something else. And right now, the something else is what you're seeing with Bailey and Lyra. It hasn't been as, I think a lot of us pretty much expected when Roxanne was going to hit the main roster that she was going to be involved in something huge, and it looked like she was. But it's just, yeah, I think the Liv Morgan stuff really did divert her into a totally different direction. By the way, I love that CM Punk pink shirt, by the way. It's a really good shirt. Very simple, good colors.
He was the proud husband and winner
bold.
at WrestlePalooza.
Stands
Was the
out.
World Heavyweight
I like
Champion
it.
for a moment of time this summer. And now we
That's
all
one of the
wonder
things
what's
I wish
next for
WWE
CM.
did. And I don't know if they've ever done it before. Maybe I just didn't know about it. But I really wish that WWE would do like a monthly subscription service for their merchandise. Because I feel like I would love to do something like that. Like just get a bunch of random WWE merch every month or something. I feel like I'm surprised they haven't done anything like that. At least not that I know of. If they have, my bad. I didn't see it. But they should, though. They should have you like select the wrestlers, though. You, like select 10 wrestlers that you like, or else you're gonna get stuck with those shirts that don't sell. You don't want to get stuck with the shirts that don't sell. So yeah, anyways, they should do one. Thank you, Mike Parker, for the super chat, by the way. You got Jay Hunt just says Adam Pearce's blood pressure is out the roof.
Is it great to be alive on a Monday night in Dallas, Texas, or what? Wow, you guys are loud.
Yep, the sniper,
You guys look the
100%
same,
right.
huh?
We all know Punk loves Brett, so yeah, definitely a shout
I got
out.
one for you. I've kind of
Oh
always
yeah, you're
wanted to
right,
do
Austin,
this.
and
I
also
haven't
Breast
been
Cancer
here in
Awareness
2
Month. The
weeks,
color
so
is pink.
indulge
You're right.
me. The stars at night are big and bright. All right, that's all I came to do. Have a good night.
I
I'm
was
just
gonna
kidding.
join in, but I didn't really know the
I'm
words,
just kidding. Did you guys
so
miss
I
me?
didn't say anything.
All right, I don't want to take up too much of your time, but I got a couple things I want to
Yes,
address.
real men wear pink,
First
Edith. I agree.
And foremost, thank you so much for that huge, warm welcome back to the WWE for AJ Lee. We're right around the corner from Crown Jewel in Perth. It's Saturday night, in fact. And you're going to see Cody Rhodes take on Seth Rollins. Now, one of the reasons I haven't been here in 2 weeks is because I promised my friend Cody I would keep my nose out of his business. This championship match.
I was about to
versus
say, so
title,
damn, it's Cody's
although
fault
I
we
don't
haven't
think
seen
either
Punk.
title is on the line, so don't anybody yell at me in the back. But it's for brand dominance. It's for ego. And as much as I'm involved with Seth, I don't want to get in Cody's business. But another reason why I haven't been here in 2 weeks is I've been celebrating with my wife because we beat Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins at WrestlePalooza.
I wasn't sure where he was going with that, by the way. I was like, huh? Where's he going with that? Plus, he also had this Night Patrol stuff,
Seth
too.
Rollins on the inaugural Netflix Raw, January 6th. I'm going to end this year beating Seth Rollins on Netflix. And there's a sign over here. CM Punk deserves his World Heavyweight Championship back.
Hey, that's the green
And
neon
I
CM
love
Punk
the sign,
sign.
and I appreciate the passion. But
He does
deserves
deserve
is
his
the
World
wrong
Heavyweight
word.
Championship back.
Earned is the word. Because at every turn, when it's one-on-one, straight up, man-to-man, Seth Rollins, I got your number. Seth Rollins, CM Punk is better than you. And everybody knows it.
Wow, that sounds familiar.
I'm going to get my world title back. Just like
Sorry,
I
my
started
brain
here
went in a
beating
totally
Seth
different
Rollins.
direction.
I'm gonna
Totally
become
different
the
direction.
new World Heavyweight Champion.
Oh, LA Knights.
There's Kavorka in the air, Joe.
So hey, what's up? Shout out to Duran
You can
Kincaid who
smell it,
just
can't you?
joined. What's up?
LA Knight on cue.
tell you right now, LA Knight did mention to GM Adam Pearce a couple of weeks ago that he
We got Eric Diaz who says boo, LA Knight.
freaking
Thank you, Christopher.
Jewel.
I was wondering if anybody else was thinking about MJF during that. Thank you. I was thinking I was the only person. I didn't see anybody else mention it in the chat, so I was like, it's very, very MJF coded.
Let me talk to you.
Let's see how this goes, because their last couple of promo wars were like, eh.
Look in my eyes.
What do you see?
What do you see?
Somebody who interrupted me.
Fair, fair.
That's very good because it's a catchy little tune. But I tell you what, this man that's interrupting you, this man that's standing in front of you now, what you see is a man who is a big force who walked in this door, blew the doors off the place, and yet still I've not gotten what I've deserved, what I've earned, and that is my reign as a world heavyweight champion.
I like how Punk and LA Knight kind of have their hair combed the exact same way.
I agree with. And while you said some things that I agree with, I just want to point out a couple of omissions. You are the creator, the owner. You are the man who is known for the pipe bomb. However, lately, you haven't been known as much for the pipe bomb as you have been known for being a husband. That's not a knock. Don't
I was about to say, what?
No, that is not an insult.
How is that a bad
all.
thing? What?
As a matter of fact, what I want to say about that.
I was like, where's this going?
Everybody
I don't
out
get
here
it.
wants love. Everybody out here needs love. Everybody watching, even the most shaded person out here wants and needs love. And for that, I commend you for cultivating that.
I like how LA Knight's like, we all need love. Love is in here.
However,
what is going on here?
As good of a husband as you seem to be, my man, you are a trash champion.
Bro, he was champion for like a second. Literally like a second.
What'd you have? No offense, my man, but 5 minutes as world champion, and then what happened to you?
You can't judge it off of that.
At SummerSlam, Seth Rollins pinned your shoulders in the middle of the ring. Then let's go on to Clash in Paris. What happened? Seth Rollins pinned your shoulders in the middle of the ring. You know whose shoulders Seth Rollins has never, ever, not ever, not never, not ever pinned?
I'd imagine it's the same guy that's never, not ever, ever been heavyweight champion, right?
Ever, not ever, not ever, not ever. However the fuck he said it, ever, not ever. Yo, that's embarrassing. You're getting mocked, bruh. LA Knight, you gotta do something. CM Punk kind of had him with that one. Not ever, not ever, not ever been champion. That's wild.
Here's what I'm telling you. You might have your cute little line that I've never been world champion, but I've never been pinned by Seth Rollins. So while you're a two-time loser, I'm a two-time winner against Seth Rollins. Albeit one of those times was a disqualification that you caused.
But at least he's been champion multiple times.
I'll damn sure be the next one. And I will be the world heavyweight champion.
All right, this is what we're waiting for. Remember they teased that earlier with Roman. Why are they making it seem like CM Punk, LA Knight's promos making it seem like, well, yeah, sure, you were champion back in the day, but who cares, right? Because I didn't get defeated by Seth Rollins. What now? What now?
Form a line of potential world heavyweight championship contenders. Former champ Jey Uso entering the fray. The question is, who's going to be at the front of that line?
We got the sniper here says triple threat, called it. Also, shout out to Anthony Soli, who just joined the stream. We also got Paul Starling. We got Leo Poroy.
12,913 here at American.
I like everybody's color schemes today. LA Knight with the black and orange, Halloween vibes. CM Punk with the black and pink. And Jey Uso with the green and black. I love all of these color combinations. Not that it matters to anybody, but I like it.
Hey. I'm going to stop you right there. Yeah. Because I'm finally thinking clear, Oos. My mind cleared. I'm the one. I'm the one that never got my rematch for the World Heavyweight Championship. Oos. And I'm the one who's up next for the World Heavyweight Championship.
I swear, I don't think I'll ever get over the I'm never gonna get it over. I'm never gonna get over it, excuse me.
What is this, deja vu right now? I tell you what, we were in Paris, it's me, it's you, and you always knocking my door, always complaining. My God, man, yeah, you had the World Heavyweight Championship. You lost it. Your time came, it went. Here's what I'm telling you. While you stand there thinking it's your time, you're standing there thinking it's your time. No, it's my time. Yeah.
It's my time.
And what I'm telling you is you think that you lost the title because you're not quite Roman enough. That ain't quite right, my man. I'll tell you this, you're not Roman Reigns, you're not gonna be Roman Reigns. As far as I'm concerned, that's a good thing. That's okay. You carve your own path, but where you carve your path, your best shot right now, you might want to focus on those tag titles. Although from what I saw last week, you probably want to stop sucking at being a tag team. But while I'm at it, Jimmy, I didn't mean to give you any shrapnel. I know you and I are good, but this man keeps getting in my way, and I will off your on switch. And you got to understand what I will do to you. But when I'm talking about you, I got...
Jesus. I mean, that's the way to shut somebody up. Jimmy came a little late to the party here.
All right, I'm assuming we're cool. I'm assuming you interrupted him and not me. But I understand your passion, brother. You want that heavyweight championship, but you're going to have to get in line behind me, and the man does have a point. Maybe you should focus on being a tag team, because I love Jey Uso. I don't like Little Roman.
Jimmy looking to get in the middle of Punk and Jey.
Peacemaker, just like John Cena, but it might not be enough. This thing's ready to explode.
Jey's going to take it.
Oh, no.
Super kick it. Jimmy intercepted it. It is heated. Oh, Punk gets it. Punk is on the attack.
Damn, Jimmy, you kind of screwed Jey right there. See, never mind. There you got him.
Punk did shove Jimmy out the way there.
Yeah, I was gonna say he held back Jey when he shouldn't have. Punk moved him out of the way like he was a nobody. Go after Jey.
Jimmy Uso always wanting to stand up for his family.
Little Roman. There's nothing wrong with being Little Roman. Come on now. Little Roman's cute. I don't know why that name is cute. Little Roman. Look at you, Little Roman.
What's happening?
You can pin Jey Uso's cheeks. Look at you, Little Roman. All right, let's see what this EO promo is. She's facing Kyrie today, let's not forget. Little Roman.
あなたみたいになりたいと思ってた。でも今はあなたのジェラシーと無礼が全てを変えた。私は自分のキャリアをあなたにも捧げてきた。私がチャンピオンになれたのも理由の一つはあなたです。でもその全てがアスカなわけではない。私はリアの言葉を信じたくはなかった。でも彼女は正しかった。あなたは自分だけの利益しか考えてない。本当の家族なら誰と友達になるか指図したりしないよね。
She's right.
本当の家族なら
Real family member wouldn't take credit for what she's done. No matter who she should be friends with.
We are not family anymore. でも誰が本当の私の家族なのか私は見極め始めた。
Oh, okay. So she sees Rhea as family now. Interesting.
And at Crown Jewel, you'll find out that Asuka isn't ready for Io.
I like her mean, serious face. She's just like, you know, I like it. I like it. Julius here says Little Roman sounds like a cute sparkler for the 4th of July. Little Roman's safe for children. You get a little sparkler. Little Roman.
Introducing first from Tokyo, Japan.
Let's see what else we got here. Also, shout out to Ivan Ruiz who says mom doesn't approve of my lover. What, Little Roman?
So gifted, so respected.
That's so funny, Little Roman. You know, there's gonna be like a bunch of signs now of Little Roman. I think that definitely is gonna stick with some people. All right, so we got Io Sky versus Kyrie. Sane is coming up next. Give me 1 second. Little Roman. I'm dying. Little Roman didn't hit as hard for me in the beginning as it did like several minutes afterwards. We got Leo Poroy says, now I want to see Little Roman versus Little Jimmy. Little Roman versus Little Jimmy versus Big Jim versus, what other size ones do we got? Who else has little in their name? I don't know, but that's a good start right there. Also, thank you so much to Infamous Raider Local for the super chat. He says, Punk's shirt is for Breast Cancer Awareness Month, at least I hope. Another reason I love October, had a friend pass from it, and my mom currently waiting to find out if the doctor found this one or not, fingers crossed. Hey, Frank, seriously, sending your mom some positive vibes on that one, man. That's obviously very scary, and nobody should go through any of that, so hopefully it doesn't turn out to be anything serious, Frank, seriously. And yeah, obviously, you know, any support for these types of stuff, man, is always nice. So I hope it is also for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. We got Cyclops is better than Wolverine, who says LA Knight more like midnight.
I am thrilled that I'll be ringside to call that one. I'm expecting major.
I can't bounce back from that one, Cyclops.
We might get some.
I can't bounce back from that one.
Former friend,
that is savage.
Saying what an emotional night this must be, especially for Io Sky, who's
thanks, Cyclops. You got Mike Parker Collects who says, see, this is what I was talking about with Seth and Cody. LA and Punk and Talker are being less scripted, and it's 100 times better. Thank you, Mike Parker. I don't know. Sometimes for me, like, it depends. To me, it depends on, I feel like Seth is good in his delivery, but some of his promos don't make sense. For LA Knight, he's also good at his delivery, but if you listen really closely, a lot of LA Knight's promos also don't make sense. But I think LA Knight hides it because the way he says things, it makes it sound like it makes sense, but it actually kind of doesn't if you pay attention to what is being said. That's where I kind of like disconnect from that. And then Cody, unfortunately, they kind of have him saying the same things a lot of the time. So that's, you know, it's like hit or miss. With CM Punk, sometimes I feel like they have him hold back. I really feel like sometimes he has like a you know, he's not a
Very
dog that's
rarely
free
does
to
a
roam
superstar
and
get the
on promos
opportunity to
anymore. I feel
play
like
with
he's got a little
such
chain. He's
a
got to stick
prestigious
around his little
pride in this
doghouse,
game, but it's all
and
on
he
the
can't
line Saturday in
fully go
Purple
into
Street.
his opponent. I do feel like they kind of like CM Punk's been holding back in several promos. I've been feeling like that for a while. Thanks, Mike. We also got RJ Goodman. Hey, RJ, thank you so much for the super chat. He says, in no world should Lyra ever be losing to lame ass Roxanne. This is like if Julia lost to Meechin and I need Triple H on Triple for War Crimes. Okay, RJ, I'm a big Roxanne Perez fan, so while I appreciate your hot take on this one, I'm coming with a hot take. Because Roxanne Perez is very, very talented. I think that she's kind of underrated when it comes to the work that she does. I think right now though, but I'm not sure, RJ, if you got to watch her work on NXT and if you like that or not. I think Lyra has gotten to show more of what kind of wrestler she is on Raw than Roxanne has. So I think if you've primarily watched Raw, you might like Lyra a lot more. But if you did get to see her NXT stuff, you might enjoy Roxanne just as much. But I feel like WWE, and we were just talking about this a little bit ago, was that, you know, they've been giving so many, she's had so many losses. Her big storyline with Liv Morgan, they had to pivot a different direction with the injury. I feel like all of that stuff has taken away from Am I back? Oh my gosh. Sorry, everybody. I completely lost my internet. My apologies for that. I think you guys can hear me all right. Give me 1 second to bring back. Sorry about that, everybody. I don't know why my internet just completely went out and I was just literally trying to get on. So give me 1 second because it kicked me out of Monday Night Raw, and I also turned off my VPN because I think my VPN is what crashed. Yeah. The US version now, which means that I will not be able to get the commercials. Like I'm gonna have to get commercials now due to basically due to the fact that I'm on the regular US version now. So sorry to everybody for that. All right.
Staggering around
what did I miss?
clearly not with all the faculties. We're trying to get something
going. I
going.
think I'm okay. The match is still going, so I didn't miss anything. All
Since
right,
that
cool.
moment that you cite.
Yo, I'm not
And it
telling you, like
continues
everything
on
was
here.
just like crashing and
Referee
shit.
looking for the
But
break.
we're good. We're back.
Asuka prowling
Sometimes,
around on
you
the
know,
outside,
technology
very impressed with
it
Kairi
just
Sane, to be
decides
clear.
to
Rhea
kick
Ripley
you
is not
out.
here right now. She's in Australia dealing with press responsibility, so there's certainly nothing to
All right,
neutralize
let's see.
Asuka on the outside.
What did I
Right now,
miss?
that
What
might
did I
not be
miss? Let me
necessary.
see what's
Sane
happening.
up
Kyrie.
top and delivering.
Okay, I didn't miss anything really from the looks of it.
Right to the jaw.
Here's the hook of the leg, and somehow Io able to survive it. Look
Ryan Sully.
Back of the head of Io Sky whipped viciously against the corner of the ring
I just saw the
apron,
replay
and
right now.
somehow,
Yikes, that was
bafflingly,
nasty.
Io
Jesus.
Sky is not in an
Right on
ambulance,
her
but
head.
continuing to compete.
Yo,
Which
that's
just shows you how
crazy.
double tough she is. Whoa!
Oh, good turnaround by Io Sky, and look at this. Remember earlier tonight, AJ Styles stood up to the Judgment Day, and he said, we can
He
do
didn't
this
do
right
us,
now.
I'll be honest,
I'll
I think
go
we were all
find
more
a
distracted
third
on
member
you
to
being
put
God
together
and
a
ignoring the
six-man tag
match.
team match.
Oh,
And it's
man.
Penta.
Yeah.
AJ
I was
Styles,
gone for
Penta,
like 3
Dragon Lee
minutes, I think.
against
That's the
Finn,
longest I've ever been
JD,
kicked
and
out of the
Dirty
internet.
Dom
Like
stood
literally,
up.
I
The hits are
couldn't,
coming
nothing
thick
was
and
working.
fast
Like
now,
it was
and
just like
unfortunately for
stopped.
Kairi Sane,
And I
some
think
of
it
them
like
are going right to her
stopped
jaw.
everywhere because it
Couple of
wasn't working on my
showtime
phone
uppercuts
either.
and a flapjack now.
Oh, everyone's
and
saying
Io Sky showing
that my
why she
volume's too
is
high. Oh,
arguably
shit.
the
Hold on.
best on planet Earth.
That's
bell
weird.
to bell.
I didn't change anything.
Recent women's
Okay, I
world
lowered
champion
Netflix.
who
Is that good?
mounting this comeback after she
Let me
took
know how
that
the
big
audio
blow
sounds now.
earlier in this
I
match,
lowered
and now
the
here
Netflix
she
audio,
goes.
and
Io
then
Sky
my audio is
doing
still
what
the
she
same, so
does best.
should be okay.
Drop kick.
This is just freakish toughness from Io Sky.
All right, okay, Super Pro says it's
And
good.
that's just
Okay.
part of why planet Earth
Or is it
fallen
still
in
too
love
loud?
with this woman.
Okay, everyone's
Hear
saying
the
it's good.
emotion from this
Okay,
back down Dallas crowd.
Yo, what a
What
trip, let me
comeback
tell
by
you.
Io Sky. After
I went
that
into the
beating she
Twilight
took
Zone.
Out on the outside, into the apron, missing with the Meteora.
Also, I didn't finish getting to thanks to RJ, by the way. I was in the middle. I was actually finishing off my thoughts on
Bridging, shoulders down. And able
on
to get
answering
that
this
shoulder up
question.
right at the last second.
We find a German suplex in the game. Take a look at the aerial skills of the genius of the Sky. Bullseye right to the chest of Kairi Sane. Signature celebration et al. And closing in for a big victory now is Io Sky.
Leo Poroy says, I think you're was
Putting it
Mustafa
all
Ali
together.
messing with your connection,
Kyrie
Denise.
landed right on her feet.
Kairi knows
Hey, what's
all
up,
Io
Team
Sky's
Bull? Thanks
tricks.
for
That's the
tuning in.
problem.
Hooks the leg, and the kick out at 2 and change.
Two friends, training partners for years and years around planet Earth. It's all exploding before our eyes and will again at Crown Jewel on Saturday.
Damn.
Perth, Australia. And this could be the closing
Hex
moments of
Unpopular
this
says
one.
volume louder than my
She is
TV,
in the
Denise.
target zone for an
I'm
insane
so
elbow.
confused. Everything is normal on my end. Like,
See
I
the
didn't
face
move
of
anything.
Kairi Sane.
And that moment of regret from Kairi Sane on the top rope, that hesitation could have cost today. You cannot do that against
I
somebody
wonder if, like,
as
me
good as
restarting
Kairi
my
Sane.
computer just, like,
That's exactly
freshened up
what
the
it
audio.
was, Wade. Great analysis. That moment
So funny.
of regret, that contemplation. And now,
Okay, everyone's saying Netflix is too loud. Okay, let me lower it a little bit more then.
Asuka's up on the apron. It was only a matter of time
Okay, I
till this
literally
happened.
lowered Netflix a lot more now. Like, it's literally below halfway point. So it should be a decent volume.
With Asuka, and Kyrie comes right in. And Kyrie, the pinning combination. Oh, look at Asuka!
Oh, she held her arms to get
Here is your winner, Kyrie.
Ah, damn, I feel bad. I missed most of this match dealing with the internet and then the audio.
Yeah, what an absolutely stunning performance there from Io Sky, but essentially cheated out of it at the death. But that pinning combination aided and abetted by Asuka. And keep your eyes peeled.
Oh, now they're going to continue the attack on Io.
Out to make a statement tonight.
And look at this. Softening her up for Saturday at Crown Jewel, and now holding her in position. She's going up top. Kyrie Sane.
Damn. That elbow was insane.
Her weight right across the torso of Io
Let's see if your
Sky.
Amiga gets out there.
Crown Jewel. The Kabuki
No?
Warriors will take on Io
No Rhea?
and Rhea Ripley. But wait, I wonder, after what we just
Where's
saw,
Rhea?
where does that leave them heading into it?
We'll take another
Is she
look
not
at
there
this.
today?
Insane.
I was expecting for her music to like literally hit right then and there. She's probably already gone. Maybe she's already doing like press and media, maybe. Yep, we got Real Del Media here, says she's in Australia. That makes sense. So she's, you know, since she's a homegrown talent, they probably have her doing media. So yeah, that makes sense.
For one half of the Kabuki Warriors, it simply won't be that easy.
Malik says, ¿Por qué, Rhea? ¿Por qué? Oh, thanks, AJ. Yeah, Pierce says Pierce said it earlier. I didn't even realize that. Okay. Up to date now. I'm up to date now. I swear I'm not this brand new.
It's also champ versus champ from Western Australia as we offer up the next edition of a look back at Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins through the year.
Wait, didn't we already see this? Or was there a part 2? Oh, yeah, there was a part 2. So I'm guessing this is part 2 right now of Cody and Seth's story that they've been telling. All right, let me see. Let me catch up here on the super chats in the meantime. Let me see. We got Larice Johnson who says it's time for Jey Uso to move along. Let LA Knight, have his time or shine, or Jimmy Uso never won a single championship. Well, Larice, it's more about like, he's got to prove it, you know? LA Knight's got to prove it. They all have to prove it. This isn't a participation trophy. You got to fight for it. Thank you, Larice.
Recovery was hard and quite honestly, it's lonely. Because you can get deep inside your own head on that long journey back.
Oh, this is from when he tore his
Doubt
pec.
will try to break you.
Yeah, that was crazy.
So I fought hard. I put in the work, and then I put myself in the royal.
My God, Cyclops is better than Wolverine, he
I
says,
went
since
through
Denise is
29 other
from
men
I
who
Elect
were right to
Myself
face
than you,
Roman Reigns
Denise.
for the undisputed WWE Championship.
Imagine we
at
would have just had a bunch of people here
on that
auditioning
fateful
to
night
be
in Los
me.
Angeles.
Oh, that would be hilarious,
another
actually.
arm
Like,
wrestle.
as a skit, if we just had people come on and do like their own impressions of me to like audition for the job, that would be funny. Thank you, Cyclops. We also got Talking Mayhem Podcast. What's up, bro? He says, Denise World Order. DWO member for 4 months. Thank you so much, Talking Mayhem Podcast. And thank you for the super chat. He says, do you think the Hardys actually win tomorrow? Because I'm gonna cry if they do. Hashtag Hardy 3 belts. They better win tomorrow. Are you kidding me? If they lose to Dark State, I'm gonna have to boycott NXT for a whole week, maybe 2.
The fact is,
maybe 2 weeks.
there's no.
I'm gonna have to boycott in
Eventually, he and
protest.
his bloodline swallowed up
Because like
all the
you can't, I'm sorry, but you
Until
can't
there's
have
nothing
Dark
left.
State defeat the Hardys. They're just not there yet as a group. And if they defeat the Hardys, it's just gonna be like a big giant. It's gonna be like
So I did
let out
something
this giant
never thought I'd
stink
do.
bomb in the room. So
Cody, I
yeah,
helped you.
no, I don't think that the Hardys are losing tomorrow.
at
I don't think
WrestleMania,
they should
we
lose
vanquished
tomorrow.
the Bloodline.
Thank you so much, bro, for the generous super chat.
We liberated the WWE Championship from the hands of Roman Reigns. I got to live out not just my dream, but my father's as well. And for that, Seth, I could not be more grateful.
Hey, what's up, Miami Scorp? Thanks for tuning in.
I helped you out, and it cost me everything. It cost me the World Heavyweight Championship. It cost me my health. And I could have lived with that. Because stopping Roman Reigns was worth it. But then you threw it all away.
Oh yeah, that was good when they did
Not
that
even
little
6 months.
video with
Finally
Roman and
purging
Cody.
Roman Reigns from WWE.
Damn, we didn't know how good we had it during that, guys. Like all the
Let
stuff
him back
surrounding that WrestleMania
You step
40.
into a ring with Roman.
We didn't know how good we had it.
Not as an opponent, but
We got Jay Rich here. Says I'm
as his partner.
here for the Kyrie push when she turns on Asuka.
Everything
I'm with you.
I sacrificed for you. Was that all for nothing?
Personal evolution isn't just for architects and messiahs and visionaries and revolutionaries. The rest of us, yes, even Roman Reigns, we get a chance to evolve as well. I thought you of all people could see that enemies can become allies.
What I see is that you are not fit to lead this company. What I see is that you do not have the fortitude to make the difficult decisions to ensure this company's
Oh yeah, I remember when Paul Heyman was all hugging
Talk of the future,
on
but all I
Seth
see is
Rollins.
you cribbing plays
Hugging
from the
and
past.
rubbing and
Surround
loving
yourself
on
with some
Seth.
muscle and a wise man, excuse me, Oracle, and act like you are better than everyone else. But if you want to live in the past, that's fine by me, because the scoreboard back there still reads 3-0.
The thing is, WWE doesn't need a self-proclaimed QB1. What it needs is a vision. And at Crown Jewel, you will find out what happens to those who stand between me and fulfilling that vision.
I have never been one to back down from a fight, and now is no different. So at Crown Jewel, you bring everything you have. Hell, bring everyone you have. And you'll find out that it's still not enough to beat me, Seth.
She's got a victory over me. Made the greatest female wrestler of all time, Maxine Dupree. You're telling me that that ref isn't crooked? That is the most crooked ref I've ever seen in my entire life. First in Indianapolis.
Duh, I don't
and
think
now-
Seth Rollins
now-
cares that Becky lost to Maxine.
Me out as if I don't know how to count. You know what? They don't deserve me. They don't deserve me. I'm
What is he even doing? Is he just
I'm
fixing
gonna
his
tell
watch?
I'm not gonna print because I need some time to reevaluate everything. This is how they're going to treat me. They don't deserve me.
Bro, I don't think Seth
Until they
heard
get
any of
better
that.
referee-
That's been like 2 weeks in a row that Seth does not listen to Becky.
Paul.
Sir.
We should talk.
Yes, sir.
I have to win.
I thought he was gonna say, my wife is driving me crazy.
Going to win.
What if I don't?
What if you don't what?
What if I don't beat Cody Rhodes?
But you will beat Cody Rhodes.
You'll just do what you did the last 3 times. Nothing.
It's an impossibility.
Paul! You're not hearing me. What if I lose?
Damn, Seth Rollins a little insecure.
You want it straight? If you lose to Cody Rhodes, you lose the locker room. You lose the faith of Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed that your vision is the one that leads us into the future. You throw away everything that we've built since WrestleMania. You throw away the fact that the entire Netflix era has been built around Seth freaking Rollins.
I mean, I don't know about all
and
that.
you become nothing more in history than a de facto wannabe secondary champion.
Ooh, the words, the honest truth that
Do
hurts.
yourself a favor.
Damn, Seth's got a lot riding on this. Plus, his pride is on the line. There's a lot in there.
I noticed you left somebody out of that equation, Paul.
Ooh, his bestie?
Yourself.
Oh, never mind. Oh, yeah.
So tell me,
What will he think of him?
what happens if I lose?
Oh, he's
I'm gonna
questioning
keep it
his
weapon.
loyalty.
He's 3-0 against you. That's a streak and
Paul! Don't give me that. I asked you a straight question. I want a straight answer.
Ooh, I like that. Be honest with him, Paul.
If you lose
I'm
to
out.
Cody Rhodes, at some point, I have to ask myself, why? Why I picked you. I have to ask myself why I picked you over Roman Reigns.
And CM Punk. Because don't forget he also betrayed Punk, too, in a way, yeah. Damn, this relationship's getting a little, rocky.
For no reason.
I like it.
Scar Sprint, man, what up, Boost? What's up? What are you doing here? Matter of fact, why is you out there with me? I'm trying to run the play, Oos. Trying to handle business. Hey, I'm trying to get this world.
Little
Heavyweight
Roman and Big
Championship.
Jim
Now
fighting.
you got some tag match.
Little Roman and Big
You trying
Jim.
to protect Punk? Are you protecting Punk? Look, you better recognize what side you're on tonight, Oos. You better know what side you're on tonight, Oos. All right? Okay? I'm on your side, bruh. I'm on your side. Man, you know this. You know I got him all the time. Man, but you know what, man? You said you see and hear everything, Oos. So do I. And I see what's going on, Oos. I see you over there pulling your strings, man. Messing with his mental. You got him thinking a certain way that he don't need to go down on. So I need you to accept this, Oos. I'm not like you. Jay is nothing like you.
I know you're not hearing me right now, but you should listen to this. When your brother won that World Heavyweight Championship, he became more like me and less like you. And if you really want to help your brother, sometimes you just need to get out of his way.
Ooh, I knew he was going to say that. Wow, so he really basically said, your brother is better than you because he's been a champion, a world champion, so he's closer to my league. And then he also said, you're keeping your brother down. There was a lot of read in between the lines during that.
Here's an easy message for
All right, a
Planet
lot
Earth
of
to
really
digest.
good back and forth here, guys. Literally, a lot of good little back and forth there. Yep, I agree with Miami Scorp. He says this week's Raw is miles better than last week's. Yeah, I feel like every like major, mid, and low storyline all had some follow-up today. Alrighty. Thank you, Miami Scorp. Alright, let's see what we got here. We got RJ Goodman with his follow-up. He says, I did watch Roxanne's run on NXT and I hated her back then too. Lyra is better in basically every way. Lyra is the future world champion, Rox is not. I think she is. I think the second Roxanne gets into like a big feud, I have a feeling you might change your mind. I think you might change your mind eventually about Roxanne Perez once she gets into like a massive storyline that really sort of like catapults her and puts her on the Monday Night Raw map. So I do think that she has all the potential in the world to be that possible champion. All right, let me mute the commercials, guys, because I have commercials now because I turned off the VPN. So I'm back in good old United States. All right. Thank you so much, RJ Goodman. We got Infamous Raider Loco here who says, I think she's downloading Taylor's album bootleg version and Erase crashed out. Or where she's doing the AEW reveal lights go out and Reg takes over the stream. Can you imagine if I did like everything goes dark and then suddenly somebody else pops up on the stream? like the fucking Llorona comes out. Oh, dude, that would have been creepy. Imagine like if something took over my stream and like kicked me out, and then all of a sudden you see like a really creepy girl comes on and she's like doing creepy shit. Yo, okay, I've been watching too many scary movies, guys. In fact, I shouldn't be saying this stuff when I'm alone. So now, great, I spooked myself. I spooked myself now. You ever like watch something, like you watch a scary movie and then suddenly like it's in your head and you're like, oh shit, what if this happens to me? Great. Now I'm thinking crazy. All right. Thanks, Infamous Raider Loco. We got Perfect Plex that says, I kind of get Hangman versus Swerve vibes with Cody and Seth. I mean, there's a serious hatred there. They are very different storylines, but there is a lot of serious hate there and, you know, so much drama that has unfolded. So I see it. Thanks, Perfect Plex. We got a Cyclops is better than Wolverine who says, looks like the bloodline drama back on the menu, boys. Yep. And let me tell you, when it's on the menu, it's usually pretty good. And it's something that we're all going to try to taste for sure. Thank you so much. Cyclops is better than Wolverine. We got Black Goku Zero. Thank you so much for the super chat, bro. He says, just by that segment alone, it reminds me of the song Numb by Linkin Park. I know that song. Hold on. I just got to think of the lyrics really quickly. Hold on. Numb. Linkin Park. I know this song. Hold on. I'm just trying to remember which one it is. I don't remember the names. I just remember the lyrics. Hold on. Oh yeah. Ooh, that's good. Okay. Okay, maybe I can see where you're going with this. He says, so the first part is I'm tired of being what you want me to be, feeling so faithless, lost under the surface. I don't know what you're expecting of me, put under the pressure of walking in your shoes. Okay, I see it. I become so numb. I can feel you there. I'm not singing it the way that he sings it, obviously. I'm just reading it. It says, I become so numb. I can feel you there. Become so tired, so much more aware. I'm becoming this. All I want to do is be more like me and be less like you. Are you saying between like Roman and Jay, kind of with little Roman and all of that? I'm with you. I like it. All right. Thank you so much, Black Goku Zero. Thank you for sending that in and making that little correlation there. We got Infamous Raider Loco says Halloween ideas for SmackDown stream. Thinking about it. I don't think I'm going to be streaming on Halloween. I'm sorry, Frank. I'm sorry. I'm going to run from the grind that day. And the reason I'm going to run from the grind that day is because I already promised my little cousins that I would take them trick-or-treating. And I already planned, like, they're excited to make, like, a little group thing out of it. So I won't be working on Halloween that day. I'll be taking the day off. Thank you, Infamous Raider Logo. All right, it's time for the 6-man. We also got Jay Stone here. Jay Stone, thank you so much for the super chat. He says, I needed Rome to hit Jimmy with the, why don't you go home and be a family man? This singles champion business, you don't know about that. Damn, imagine he would have said something like that. That would have been hella shady, savage. Oh. I was wanting to hear what AJ was going to say. That would have been hella savage, Jay. Had he said something like that? Ooh. Like, why don't you go home and be with your wife or something like that? Damn. That would have been savage. Thanks, Jay, for the super chat. Race Pierce says, trick-or-treating is a lost thing. Have fun, Denise. Oh, I take the kids every year. Every year I take the kids to trick-or-treating. And it's funny because, like, before I used to take my siblings, but they're all grown up now. Like, my sister's 20. My brother is, like, 18, 19. My other two brothers are 16. So they're kind of at the age where they want to hang out with their friends. In fact, my sister told me. She literally told me. She was like, hey, just so you know, if you have a Halloween party this year, I'm not going to be there because I'm going to be with my friends. And she saw, so I want to make sure you know ahead of time, because if you send an invite and, you know, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, wow, well, you're leaving me? And she was like, I'm 20. I want to hang out with my friends. And I was like, damn, bro, just like stabs to the heart, man. Stabs to the heart. So my siblings are kind of like over that trick-or-treating phase. They don't do that anymore. So now, but my little cousins, though, they're still at that age. They're all like in 5th and 6th grade. So now that they're still little, I'm like, okay, cool. I can still take them trick-or-treating, and they're still excited about it. And they're so excited about it. So Yeah.
with teams from
Thankfully, I have a new generation of kids
It's the
with me.
showdown tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern. All right,
We got
so
the sniper
AJ
here. It
Lee
says here in
says
Scotland,
that
Halloween is
he's taking
celebrated
on
like
John Cena.
trick-or-treaters, etc., but
Easy
nowhere
though.
near the way you guys do it in the States. I'm low-key jealous. You know, I will say this though. I feel like, and I don't know, maybe some of you guys can let me know on your neighborhoods, but
Well, I'll tell you what,
I've
this
been noting,
Thursday,
seeing
there's a
less and less
Podcast
trick-or-treaters
Season
and less
AJ
houses
Styles
giving
joins
out
them and
Halloween
discusses
candies
what's coming up
on
against
Halloween.
Cena.
There's like so many blocks. Oh, ouch! There are so many blocks that are like dead, honestly. Like you have to go to a certain area of your neighborhood to really get a good amount of houses. Because certain streets are dead, there's either no houses, and if there are houses, there's no trick-or-treaters. So yeah.
Dragon Lee goes flying. Penta as well, and AJ Styles.
Yeah, I like AJ's doing the cunty walk.
Be better with those three.
Okay, I'm just seized. AJ Styles just did Penta's cunty walk. I'm just seized now. AJ Styles, guys. AJ Styles of all people. That is funny. Oh my God. Alrighty. We're on a commercial break. We got 2 minutes and 13 seconds on commercial. Yeah, the sniper says, really? That's kind of sad. Halloween, definitely my favorite time of the year. Love autumn, fall time. Well, guys, kids grow up. That's just the way it is. And I don't really mind it. It's okay. That's why I always do like other things. Like I had spooky movie night this weekend, and all my siblings came over, my grandparents came over, my mom was here, and we had like pizza, and I made cupcakes, and everybody was watching spooky movies, and it was popcorn. So you know, and my little brother, I don't know, have you guys heard of 17 rooms? Those rooms where you go in and they do like crazy shit to you. My little brother did it. And I say little because he's little to me, but he's already like 18, so he can make his own decisions, right? Anyways, I was like a mom. I was honestly like a mom in this one, and I didn't want him to go, but he went. And I was just like, dude, I don't know about this. Like, this seems a little too intense. So I'm not sure how many of you guys know about 17 rooms or what it is, or if you guys have anything like that where you're from. But basically out here in LA, they have this thing that is called 17 rooms. And you go into these rooms and they do like crazy things to you, all to like spook you, and you have to do like a waiver. And so some of the things that they do to you, you get tased, you get suffocated, like you get put up against a wall, they put like a bag on you and they suffocate you. My brother said that in one room they slap you with a dead wet rat. So like you get slapped with a dead wet rat. And my brother said he got slapped in the arm with the freaking rat. And I was like, bro, you better had taken a hell of a shower after that. I wasn't in love with the idea, but again, I can't hold them back. And then also there's a room where there's roaches, and they put a roach in his pocket of his pants. Yeah, it's crazy shit, guys. And then they also did, I'm trying to remember what else they did. Oh yeah, and they tased them. Like they do crazy shit. But yeah, I'm not a fan of that. Like I like mazes and stuff, but anything else goes way too far. But it's a very popular place and a lot of people go. Not me. Hell no. But apparently they had a great time. It was really fun according to them. So yeah. But ain't no way I would do that. Ron Live says, I never heard of places like that, but I would never go. Oh yeah, it's a popular thing. Like it's been around for like several years.
Styles will be taking on John
Anson
Cena.
says in Texas we got 13 rooms. Okay, so yeah, that's what we got too, but we got the 17 rooms.
John Cena. And I will never
it's crazy, bro. I would never do that.
Be a fun
like I don't mind someone trying to like spook me, but I do mind bugs. Like once we get like tarantulas and roaches and that type of stuff involved, I'm out, bro. I'm out.
Oh, the Dragon corkscrew is able to catch that leg, and then you can see writhing in pain.
By the way, we got Stephen Marchuli here. What's up, Stephen? He says, think Bloodline Heel Run Part 2 is happening. Does it end with Roman or Jay? I think Roman is going to be champ again. I don't know how much people want to see Jey Uso as champ again. If suddenly there's more demands for Jey Uso to be champ again, then cool. But I'm not really sure, man. I don't know if the demand is there from the fans. But a heel Jey Uso could be interesting as champ. Thank you, Steven.
Still even in this match because nothing has worked.
I mean, wait, to see his knee cave into the inside.
Sniper says, I like escape rooms. That just sounds like them on roids. Oh, it's wild. Leo Poroy says, Kete suffocated a lot of weird stuff. Kind of sounds like a Death Rider match. So funny. Big Time Baxter, today Santi's on vacation, guys. He is in Japan, so he's not here today. Today I'm going to be joined by Sancho. He's going to be coming on and doing the show with me. Because, yeah, Santi's in Japan.
He was so impressive in doing that. The Intercontinental Champion. He's held that for 168 days.
For the chance. And that is mainly female voices who simply cannot resist the charms of Dirty Dom Mysterio and his mustache.
What's interesting here to see Dirty Dom and Dragon Lee is that Dragon Lee is the #1.
We also got information. Oh my God, I'm back. Guys, what the fuck is happening today? This has never happened to me before. If you have been here on my shows, this does not happen to me before. Sorry to everybody for that. Let me bring back Raw. So for whatever reason, I have hold on. I have to start
Triple A
afterwards. I don't know why. I have no idea why my computer is doing that. My internet's usually really good. In fact, it's usually really great, actually. And I have a fucking Ethernet cable. I usually have everything, and for whatever reason, it's acting up, and I don't know why. So thank you to everybody. Give me 1 second to move it to live. There you go. All right, I'm back. Woo! So annoying. All right. All right, I'm back. All is good now. You know what I think? Honestly, Joseph, I'm with you. I think I need a new router. I think my router's just old, and something is like causing that to like go out, because other than that, I never have issues with my Wi-Fi. I'm usually very proud of my Wi-Fi, but today, for whatever reason, it's just having a fucking meltdown. Hopefully it doesn't fucking do this every fucking day this week. Sorry for all the F-bombs, guys, but shit's frustrating. Usually, the way Rusev just like slid off, usually shit's fine around here, but I don't know.
And this match continues.
Meanwhile, back in the ring, Styles lines up JD. Styles.
I missed most of this match. Ah! Oh, there you go. I basically missed the whole entire thing. Yo, it's so annoying. I'm so mad. Okay, you guys are going to have to tell me how this match was. Was it good? Was it not good?
You nailed it.
I don't know. Let me know.
Was going for the super kick.
Now that I've got a second to talk, this match at Crown Jewel between AJ Styles and John Cena, we don't need a story. It writes itself.
AJ said, fuck the story.
Dance for the last time. And I will promise you this, we will leave it all in that ring. It will kick ass.
Very simple. I like how AJ's like, you don't need no story. This match is gonna kick ass, and that's all you need to know.
AJ Styles against John Cena.
Everyone's saying the match was okay. Okay, good. I didn't miss much. Thank you for letting me know, guys. Yo, Matthew Landon says someone has it out for Denise. Man, bro, I'm telling you, I fucking started talking about the fucking
Of course, the women's Crown Jewel Championship.
I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Let me catch up here. What is going on here?
Best versus best.
What was I reading? Was I Infamous Free Loco? I think I was on your. I was about to read your super chat before I got cut off. He says if Stephanie's Devil's Kiss final room, count me in. Oh, for the 17 rooms. Imagine room 17, Devil's Kiss, Stephanie McCare. Oh, everybody would sign up for that 17 rooms thing. He also says, damn, Denise, if Fukui's taking over, or what'd you do, bro? That's okay. Sorry, we didn't talk about how spooky this is. Like, I mentioned that I watched spooky movies this weekend, and I mentioned that that I was scared, and then suddenly my internet goes out 2 times in one stream. That's never happened before. That was the first in the history of this channel. Oh, guys, it's spooky season. It's officially here. Oh shit, bro, Kukui's here.
You don't want this match?
All right, we got LA Knight and CM Punk.
Closer to the title yourself.
I get it. We both been here. Nobody wants it. You don't want it. I don't want it. That's fine. But we're gonna do it because we got to do it. The only thing I ask of you, don't get pinned. All right? Yeah.
Yeah. Bro. Oh, wait, sorry. Wow. I was doing math right now, and I was like, why is Raw still on? But then I forgot that they usually end at 2 hours and 30 minutes. I was like, shouldn't Raw have been over 20 minutes ago? Wow, my brain, guys, my brain. We got John Taylor here who says, I pop in to say hi and the lights are out. Now I'm waiting for Andrade to show up. Anyway, if you want to have action in the dark, Blue Chew, promo code Denise. Yo, guys, I'm scared. If it goes out one more time on this stream, that's it. I'm going to have to bring in some holy water on here or something because the fucking police here.
I don't know, Joe. Did they get
Oh,
lost?
bro, I'm scared now. Oh, man. Thank you, John. We got Jacob Tatum here who says top 5 best worst to take a person on a date. Top best places, I would say dinner, movies, a nice little house, nice, a tour around the city, and let me see, like a theme park, I think would be really fun. Or like any sort of like musical, like any Broadway, like stuff like that. Worst places, I would probably say like a worst place would, I don't think it'd be horrible, but it just wouldn't be ideal. By the way, we're in a commercial break. I don't think a beach date would be great for a first date because you got like sand all over you. You risk getting sunburned. You stink like sunscreen. So I would say maybe not the beach. I would say not. See, I don't really have good answers for this because I feel like, here's the thing. I hate to sound corny, but I feel like if you're on a date with someone and you really, really like them, like you kind of don't care where you go. As long as you're kind of like with that person. So that sounds super lame and super corny, but it's truly how I feel. I feel like if you like the person, like you won't care where you're at. As long as you're not in some fucking dumpster, I think you'll be okay for the most part. Maybe bowling. Oh, you know what? I would not want to go bowling on a first date, and I'll tell you why. When you want to go on a date, you want to feel your very best. I'm sorry, but I do not feel my very best wearing somebody else's shoes. Like no rental shoes. No thanks. Like I want to feel confident, and I don't feel confident in bowling shoes. So add bowling to the list of no-nos for first dates. And then the beach, because I don't want to smell like sunscreen. Those are the only ones I could think of right now, but like every other place sounds great. Like an arcade would be fun. I don't know. Anyways, thank you, Jacob. We got McTaro here who says blame Reg for this. Yo, for reals, I'm gonna call him and be like, yo, what the fuck? What'd you do to my stream? Why are you guys trying to sabotage me? Damn, I'm just trying to make a living. Thank you, McTaru. We got Julius Calloway. What's up, Julius? Thank you so much for the super chat. Says, gonna go watch Smashing Machine this Wednesday. Oh, hell yeah, Julius. You'll probably watch it before me. So let me know how it turns out and if it's any good. Because I definitely do want to watch it. I just haven't actually made the time to do it, but I definitely do want to check it out. Thank you, Julius. We also got John Taylor here who says, I thought maybe you were doing some spooky October streaming in the dark thing. Oh my God, definitely not. I would definitely think of something a lot better than that. We got PWS that says, post show with the other half of wrestling is cool. Yes, I'm going to have Sancho on, and hopefully my fucking Wi-Fi doesn't go out when he's here, or else I'm going to look a fool. So hopefully it all goes okay. Thank you, PWS. We got John Taylor here. It says, tonight's stream is not sponsored by La Llorona, currently haunting Denise. Yo, bro, she's out to get me. Stop it. I'm not going to be able to walk down my hallway anymore. I'm scared. Thanks, John. Infamous Rare Loco says, I'm calling John Wick. Denise, you're good and Fukui done. Yo. That's hella scary, bruh. We got Dan Let's Go here. Says, my lights went out in the hallway. I was cleaning. Your internet went out at the same time. I thought World War III was starting. Yo, your light went out in your hallway as my internet went out. Bro, I would have been fucking panicking. Like, if that happened to me, if I was watching something and everything went out, I would be like, oh yeah, World War III is starting. Run. I need to get a basement right now. Yo, Dan, I'm sorry that happened at the exact same time. By the way, guys, next week, Monday Night Raw starts at 5 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 8 a.m. Eastern Time. I'm not entirely sure how many of you guys are going to be here. I don't even know if I should do my Raw watch-along at that hour. I might just get it out of the way and do it. But that's rough, guys. That's very rough.
They were in that tornado tag team
Thank you, Dan.
against the Vision last week.
Perfect Flex says, what's your opinion of Oba versus John Cena for a final match? I just don't think that that's what they would do. I'll be honest with you. As much as I like Oba Femi, I don't think that's what they would do. If they did, I would honestly be very shocked. Very, very shocked. Thank you, Perfect Flex. We got David Primero here. He says, Denise, don't pick your phone. Ghostface might call you. Don't pick up your phone. Ghostface might call you. Yo, imagine I answer and they're like, I know what you did last summer. Or like in Scream. Oh, hell no, guys. I forgot. What did Scream tell Drew Barrymore when she answered the phone? Remember, she was like the first one in the movie. She gets killed like right when she's making popcorn.
First match since the mixed tag team win at WrestlePalooza.
I don't remember what he said though.
No time at all.
Thank you, David.
Both got dropped by super kicks from the Usos.
We got a Snoop here who says, I'll be here. All right, Snoop. All right. Okay, I'm gonna maybe be here. I'm not committing to anything just yet. I'm not committing to anything.
The chain of events that has led to this tag
Oh,
team
he says,
matchup.
what's your favorite scary movie? No one better call me asking me for my favorite scary movie. All right, anyways, the main event just started, and we got the Punk and LA Knight versus the Usos. I have that right.
And it was this guy, LA Knight.
Yeah, I
who was
have that
the
right.
most vocal in making his argument against Jey Uso.
Brent Hawkins says, Denise, is Hooters okay for a first date?
Well, that was a tough tag, huh?
Yeah, I don't see why not. I mean, like, honestly, I've been to Hooters guy before. It wasn't a big deal. Like, I wasn't thinking, oh my God, he brought me here because, you know, he's being a creep or anything. It didn't feel that way at all. I didn't like the food, though, at Hooters. Didn't they go out of business? Like, aren't they out of business? I'm not really sure.
I mean, on the one side of the ring here, you've got the greatest tag team in the history of the Usos. On the other side, you've got...
Leo Poroy says, yep, Sister Abigail's coming for you, Denise. There's the QR code on the screen and everything.
Mention the success of the
That's
Usos.
so funny.
8-time tag team champions, and wait, this tonight.
John Taylor says, when I was 8, I was visiting my uncle in New Mexico, and at night he took me to this creepy old place and was like, that's La Llorona's house. Yo, that's messed up, man. That's messed up. La Llorona has a fucking lock. Has a lock on us kids, man. I've been hearing about La Llorona since I was a little girl. So I never want to meet her. Let's just say that. Not interested. Thank you, John.
Wow. The referee's back was turned.
Her and
Jey Uso.
Chupacabras.
Rarely a cheat these days.
That was some shit I believed in too.
For LA Knights to tuck his opportunity there.
Apparently Hooters is still around. Oh shit. Then maybe it was just my Hooters that closed down. Because it's not there anymore. The Hooters that I used to go to.
Oh, man! He gets driven and whipped right into the steel steps.
Come on. Welcome to the Uso Penitentiary. All right, guys, we're on a commercial break. I'm going to use this time to, if you've been here in the chat and I haven't shouted you out yet, this is definitely, oh God, I don't want my internet to go out again. This is definitely the time to, let me know, like leave a comment and let me know that you're here so that I can make sure to shout you out at some point. Okay, I can tell I'm losing my mind, guys. Like I'm officially spooked myself because right now I thought there was a bug on my leg only because my headphone was hanging and it was rubbing up against my leg and I was like, oh, there's a bug on my leg. And I looked down at it, it's my headphone. I'm losing it, guys. I'm losing it. It's all downhill from here. All right, let's see what we got here. Yes, Bryn Hawking, I am doing a Crown Jewel watch along for sure. Yeah. Scoucher Boy says, Denise, is Hooters okay for a first date when she works there and doesn't actually know it's a date? Hashtag creepy nights continues. All right, that, my friend, I gotta say no. Definitely not okay. Rowdy the Cat says Cracker Barrel and Hooters should merge. That would be funny as fuck. All right, let's see what we got. We got T-Bull in here. We got Eric Diaz. We got Charles Credo. What's up to Art Bauer 25? Thank you so much for joining in on the fun. Let's see, who else do we got in here? We got Mike Kowinski. What's up, Mike Kowinski? We got CC Funk 1, who's also in here. Miss WWE girl. Tobias says you were thinking about them 17 rooms. Yo, I think I was, man, because like now that shit's in my head, bro. We got Tanisha Hicks, who's also here. Hey, what's up, Matt Raikeel? What's up, Matt? Larice Johnson's been hanging out with us. Hiragashi is actually at the show. Hey, that's 2 people that have been on at the show today. We also got Steepo Tar. What's up, Steepo? Hope you're doing good, man. We got Ellen M. Thank you for the kind comment, Ellen. Sniper says, I personally think you shout out at least 95% of the chat. You rarely miss anyone. I really do try. And I know who's like here all the time, who's new. Unless you change your usernames, then you kind of fuck with me. But other than that, like, we're good. Thank you, the Sniper. Chris Robinson says, don't eat red vines twist. I like red vines. They're good. All right, we also got Henry Kieran in here. What's up, Henry? All right, we're back on the show. All right, let me make sure to shout out a few more people. Hey, Taylor, good to have you on. Excellent Popular, KJ, Reese.
But unique circumstances we're dealing with
so
tonight.
Funny.
As CM Punk came out, was addressing the crowd, talking about his future plans, wanting to fight for the World Heavyweight
We got a super chat here from Jay Cal. Thank you so much, Jay. He says, we got the heel turn OTY before GTA 6, and it's not Cena.
Everybody's getting after everybody.
Yo, everything's happening before GT6.
Really impresses me,
GTA 6.
There have been some clear tensions between
Thank you, Jay.
the Usos
We got
and
John
like
here
this.
says, yeah, non-Latinos don't understand how legit terrifying La Llorona is. I'm still terrified of that house when I visit New Mexico. Yeah, fuck that. No thanks. No thanks. Like, legit, no thanks. John says, plot twist, La Llorona can't afford her mortgage and had to get a job as a waitress at Hooters. Yo, you did not just have me read that on the air. She's gonna like try to get revenge on me now for reading that on the air. Now I'm gonna have beef with her. Great, this is lovely. Infamous Raider Loco says, one time working night shift, I was loading a truck and corner of my eye, I saw someone run up to me and tried to grab my leg. I turned around, no one there, tripped. Yo, fuck that. No thanks. No. Woo!
It's working. I like this side of Jey Uso.
If you haven't had the fear that someone's gonna grab your ankles when you get out of your bed, you haven't lived yet. Ernie Phoenix, thank you so much for the super chat. He says Santos Escobar to the Don Callis family soon. Ernie, I wanted to make that joke on Twitter earlier in the day, but I can't make that joke on the internet. It would look bad if I made that joke. It would look bad. But I did think about this joke. I'm not gonna lie to you. Thank you, Ernie, for saying it when I couldn't. Thanks, Ernie.
Might make it anyway, though. He's close. There it is.
Here comes CM Punk.
Now dropping the man who super kicked him earlier tonight.
And Jimmy was trying to play peacemaker. The next thing you know, Punk pushed him aside.
Jay Grouse says, I'm new here. I heard you love Chase U. Wheeler. You done Dark State, bruh.
It was time, and the super kick was landed.
I mean, if my internet was gonna go out, it could be during one of those moments. You know, like whatever, no big deal.
The referee has pocketed that. Sell that for a pretty penny post-match, but CM Punk doesn't care about that. He's got the wind in his sails. They're going to make a statement here.
This is less pawn shop and more big-time concern with CM Punk up on that top rope here in Dallas, looking to fly and deliver the elbow.
Ooh, yeah.
Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah.
And he's saying it is time.
Jay's Cal, remind me who we're talking about? That's in last night's Friday's Heels turn. I don't remember. Fuck, my brain's all over the place, bro, right now. I literally fucking watched SmackDown and spoke about it like highly in depth, and I can't even remember right now.
Jay lands the splash to put this away, hooks the leg, and LA Knight comes in for the save.
LA Knight with a little tag team timing there. Needed that because that was game over for Punk. And this one breaking down. And an inadvertent collision there between LA Knight.
Whoa!
Jimmy Uso, BFT dropping Jimmy.
A BFT drops Jimmy, but then a super kick, and here's the roll-up.
Oh, that's what you're talking about. I thought you were talking about SmackDown. I'm like, who the fuck are you on SmackDown? Yo, Jay says Chris Danger heel turn on BZE Wrestling Revolver. Bro, I thought you were talking about SmackDown. I was like, how the fuck did I not remember what heel turn happened on SmackDown? I'm not gonna lie to you, I was sitting here thinking about it right now. It's like, man, who turned heel on SmackDown? Legit, you had me tripping. I was like, how can I forget something like that? I didn't know what you were talking about, honestly. Wow, just like that? Shit, I was, Jesus, I don't know what that was. Sorry, Jay, I did not see that, by the way, so I'm sorry. That's why I didn't know what you were talking about. My apologies, Jay.
LA Knight did the work to close it out. CM Punk.
All right, I'm gonna need a replay because your girl missed that ending.
LA Knight took the glory. Tagged himself in there, Wade.
Let's take another look at this go to sleep from CM Punk knocking Jey Uso.
Okay, so Punk hits the GTS, and then LA Knight tags himself in and goes in and pins Jey Uso. Oh, he stole CM Punk's moment from getting that win, but he still won regardless first team. I did not give a damn.
Doesn't Punk know it?
The next stop is 10,700 flight miles away. Perth, Australia. Remember, a special start time of 8 a.m. Eastern on Saturday for Crown Jewel Best versus Best. Champs versus champs. It is going to be special. We'll see you from Western Australia.
You're damn right. Yeah.
Oh, that's a terrible camera angle for LA Knight. Bro, they had us looking up LA Knight's nose. Why would they do that? That was a terrible camera angle. Like, bruh, we don't want to be looking inside freaking LA Knight's nose. That's crazy. Alrighty, guys. Well, I'm gonna give me a couple of minutes because or I don't know how long Sancho will take to get in here. This is his first time on the channel, so we'll give him a nice warm welcome. But he'll be in here in just a moment. So just a heads up, guys, Santi will not be on today because he is in Japan. So he is not here today. He is on vacation, a well-deserved, earned vacation. So I will be joined by Sancho and he'll be coming on and we will be chatting some Monday Night Raw. I'm trying to remember everything that freaking went down on this show. We had a bunch of like little storylines, big storylines, kind of a little bit of everything, to be honest. So all of that is basically going down right now. Okay, before we get to all of that, let's give some love, all right? Whether you're giving love or getting love, make sure you're doing it with Blue Chew promo code Denise. Are you having technical difficulties in bed? Are you tired of being counted out, tapping out, or simply jobbing out? Get out of developmental and get drafted to the best sex you ever had with today's podcast sponsor, Blue Chew. Blue Chew is the original brand offering chewable tablets. These erection-enhancing tablets help men achieve stronger, harder, and longer-lasting erections for sexual activities. And Blue Chew is putting its money where its mouth is and offering you a month free. The process is simple. Sign up at BlueChew.com, consult with one of their licensed medical providers, and once you're approved, you'll receive your prescription within days. Blue Chew tablets are made in the USA and prepared and shipped directly to your door. You can take them anytime, day or night, so you can plan ahead or be ready whenever an opportunity arises. The best part, it's all done online. That means no visits to the doctor's office, no awkward conversations, and no waiting in line at the pharmacy. Remember, hard times breed better men. So make life easier by getting harder and discover your options at BlueChew.com. And we've got a special deal for our listeners. Try your first month of Blue Chew free when you use the promo code Denise. Just pay $5 shipping. That's promo code Denise. Visit BlueChew.com for more details and important safety information. And we thank Blue Chew for sponsoring the podcast. What is up, everybody? Hey, hey, hey. Welcome to the Raw Post Show. It is Monday, October 6th. And with me right now, we got Sancho West making his debut here on the channel. Sancho, welcome. How are you?
What's up, Denise? I had to, help step in because Santi's being a lazy bum.
Running from the grind.
Exactly. How dare he run away from the grind? How are you, Denise? How are you this Monday night?
I'm doing good, but do you realize we've never actually met nor spoken until right now, this second? Isn't that crazy?
No warm-ups, no nothing. You need me, I'm there for you, Denise. That's the kind of person that I am. It's good to be on the show. Thank you, Denise, for having me.
Yeah, man, I'm excited. So, heads up, everybody. Sancho and I, these were the first words we ever spoke to each other. But he was cool enough to, say yes to filling in for Santi. And I was so glad because I was like, I need a co-host. And, trying to find somebody. And I was like, hey, you know what? Let's bring Sancho in here. Let's see how we do this, man. So, nice to officially meet you and also having you here on the channel. So, let's get to it. We actually had a very fun edition of Monday Night Raw. A lot went down. Before we break everything down, how did you feel about this week's show?
It felt like one of the best go-homes in a long time, I feel like usually go-homes are either a brawl, pull apart, not that very exciting to go into. There was a lot of movement, a lot of storylines. I feel like it's always been a criticism of mine when it comes to Triple H booking Denise, where it's like baby steps, We get a little bit here, a little bit there, 2 weeks go by, and then we get a little bit more. This time, a lot of storylines felt like they moved forward. And that's what gets me excited about Crown Jewel and Perth. The people in my chat were talking about that it's a mini little mania type of vibes with all the big hitters there. But I'm excited just to see it all go down. And some matches are surprising me. We got some new matches added tonight, and that's exciting because I'm a big fan of giving me that 78, matches per PLE. Don't give me 4 or 5, 7 to 8. That's the kind of belt I'm in right now.
Okay, see, I like that you brought this up, by the way, that it was a good go-home show for Crown Jewel. Now, this is the first time that we're having Crown Jewel that's not taking place in Saudi Arabia, and it's going to be in Perth, Australia. I don't know if you saw the reactions when the Australian fans got Crown Jewel. There were kind of a lot of complaints online of people being like, oh man, we were waiting forever and this is the show that we're getting. And now, but looking at this card, it is pretty damn good. There are some matches here, and you mentioned some new matches that were added really quickly. Let's go through some of the matches that have been announced for Crown Jewel. So of course we already knew Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins. We'll talk more about that later. Stephanie and Tiffany, we've known that for a bit. John Cena and AJ Styles, that's the big one that people are really excited about. No story, but it's going to be kick-ass according to AJ Styles, and I buy it. And then we're also going to be seeing Rhea Ripley and Io versus the Kabuki Warriors. That story has developed very nicely, but we just added on the opening of Raw today, Roman Reigns versus Bronson Reed in Australia street fight. Let's start there, Sancho. How did you feel about this match being made at the top of Monday Night Raw?
At first, I was like, we're running this one again. I thought we already, put that to bed. I thought Roman got his shoes back. I thought we were fine and over with. But I got to feel like the way I look at it now is I was like, man, good for Bronson Reed, right? Bronson Reed jumped off War Games cage, shattered his ankles. And then before that, he unable to attend Perth because of the birth of his baby. So there was a lot of things going on in Bronson Reed's world that he was unable to be a part of that PLE down in Perth the first time around. I think it was Elimination Chamber. So here we are now, Crown Jewel birth. Bronson Reed now being back in the main event with Paul Heyman behind him. There's a lot of things big pluses for Bronson Reed fans, right? You got to say that Paul Heyman in Perth, in Australia, going up against the Roman Reigns, the tribal chief. So that to me, I think is a win all around. But if you're a Roman Reigns fan, you're like, why are we taking time with Bronson Reed again? Because I thought it was over. But at the same time, you look at the whole picture, the whole thing, as I would say, at least we're getting Roman at Crown Jewel. I think that in itself is a win.
It really is. And you're right about that. And I'm glad that you mentioned, too, that Bronson Reed did miss out, during this when we were there last time in Australia due to him getting hurt at War Games. And that's such a great point because I hadn't even thought about that until you said it right now. So I'm like, oh, yeah, man, let's fucking go, Bronson. I'm really glad that they made this into a street fight because I really wasn't sure, okay, how are we going to make this different? What is going to be the new thing? And how is this going to go? How are we going to go about it? The thing that I liked and disliked about this, it was just a little nitpicking, right? Because that's what we do sometimes, is one of the things that Paul Heyman was trying to do was hold back Bronson Reed from going. fight Roman Reigns. Sancho, I was mad. I was like, dude, he's a grown-ass man. If he wants to go out there and fight Roman Reigns, he should be fighting Roman Reigns. Eventually, he did go after him once Roman Reigns really pissed him off, and he went out there and go chase down Roman. But here's my pet peeve, and this is my pet peeve.
Okay.
I hate security guards breaking up these fights as fast as they do.
Yeah.
All the time. It almost puts the brakes on something that is supposed to get me excited, because very quickly they come in and they suck the fun. So I wanted them just to let me have a little bit more here with Roman and with Bronson, because I liked it. I liked the fire. I loved the vision of, I liked the image of Bronson walking and being pissed. Like, you know what, Roman Reigns, you freaking did it. I'm not going to listen to Paul Heyman, and I'm going to get my hands on you. I don't know. Am I crazy?
No, I think what's another detail that's being forgotten is it feels like people are no longer listening to Paul Heyman, right? You had Seth Rollins not listening to Paul Heyman run into the ring last week, where he was ignoring that and went into the ring, got destroyed by Cody Guile Rhodes. And then you have Paul Heyman trying to pull back Bronson Reed. I think we're going to get another Braun Breaker moment where it feels like the Oracle doesn't have control. And I know we're going to talk about it later, but I did like the idea of Paul Heyman going, hey, man, if you lose against Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins, I'm going to jump ship. So I wonder if they're going to continue expanding on that. It feels like sometimes the WWE has something good, and if you really pay attention, as was it Bray Wyatt says, you got to watch for the buzzards, right? Follow the buzzards. If you following the little details of the storyline that Paul Heyman doesn't have control of the vision or doesn't have respect like he did as the wise man of the bloodline, I wonder if that develops anything more, because every time you don't listen to Paul Heyman, you pay the price.
Oh, I think it has to. I loved that backstage moment today, because here's the thing, like, things have not been looking too great right now with Seth Rollins and with Paul Heyman. One of the most recent signs was when he said he knew, and I put quotations up in the air, when he said he knew about Paul Heyman and Brock Lesnar kind of doing their thing. I didn't believe Seth Rollins when he said he knew that they were going to do something together. Like, I didn't buy any of that. So it already made me start to feel that maybe the relationship between Paul Heyman and Seth Rollins isn't what we think that it is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Him saying, you know, what would happen if I lose to Cody Rhodes? I like that they dug deeper into this by Paul saying the truth. He gave him the cold, hard truth, telling him Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed, they're not going to look at him the way that they normally do. They're going to lose hope in him. He's going to lose the locker room. You know, he's going to lose his pride. And Seth basically saying, well, what about you? Are you going to leave me too? And Paul Heyman's like, well, I'm going to start revisiting things. But here's the thing though, Sancho. I don't know how you felt when Paul Heyman aligned with Seth Rollins, but my reaction was, why? Why would you pick Seth Rollins over Roman Reigns and CM Punk? So now, if Seth Rollins does lose, to me, that's only going to prove my original feelings that I had in regards to this whole him picking Seth over Roman and Punk.
I was hoping Paul Heyman would just be like, hey, it's not a big deal if you lose. Cody gets another ring, another big belt, and we just move on to the next feud because, you know, crown jewel, champion versus champion. The only thing they did wrong with Gunther last year, Denise, was that Gunther just got all shy and he just forgot who he was. I do like that they added stakes. That's the most important thing, is they added stakes to this crown jewel. Last year, I feel like they didn't have any legs with the fallout of Gunther versus Cody Rhodes. This year, it feels like there's a lot more at stake than just a ring and a belt. This feels like it's a lot more. And obviously, you cannot have Seth Rollins lose everything, can you? I mean, already Becky Lynch is already like in his ear and things like that and trying to be distraction. And Seth Rollins is so enamored with the Rolex. But if Rollins loses against Cody Rhodes, who is so obsessed, I would say obsessed, that he has to be Cody Rhodes, I don't think they pull that trigger. There's just no way that they're going to throw away so much investment in the vision so quickly. I feel like it's still young. It's a still young faction, Denise.
Yes, they're still a baby. You got to read them little songs and make their brains grow and develop and all of these things. I'm with you, man. I don't think Seth, as much as I love Cody Rhodes and, you know, all of that, I don't think Seth should lose again to Cody Rhodes. I really don't. Or else it's going to be making him look like a fool. You can't make him look like a fool like that. He's already insecure.
Did you feel weird back in the day in the WrestleMania when he debuted Cody Rhodes versus Seth Rollins that I was so shocked that Vince at the time let Seth Rollins lose to Cody Rhodes? I know the typical thing if it's a returning superstar, but this is not just some old returning superstar. It is an AEW superstar coming into the WWE, beating the poster boy of the WWE at the time of Seth Rollins, and not only let him lose at Mania, lose again in Hell in a Cell match. Like, that was insane to me that they'd let that happen twice in a row. So I was like, wait a minute, I thought everything was being put in the Seth Rollins egg basket, and then now everything's going to Cody Rhodes so easily. So now that we got that story, now we're here again, and that's what I love about this Crown Jewel match is there's so much lore to it versus last year was just Cody and Gunther. We were like, Gunther, you're wasting time. Champion versus champion. If Gunther loses, he looks a lot worse, and there's no way Cody Rhodes would have lost after beating Roman Reigns at Mania that year.
It's wild because hearing you say that and like going back to Cody and Seth during that time at WrestleMania, when you look back at that, it was 100% the right call to make to have Cody go out the way that he did, win the way that he did, because that, and I know this is an entirely different subject, but at the end of the day, that changed perception for a lot of people where suddenly people on the other side in AEW were like, you know, if I go to WWE, all of these wonderful things are going to happen to me. Like, look at Cody Rhodes, and then eventually look at CM Punk, and, you know, look at Jade Cargill, and look at all these big things that happen. And what seemed like we didn't know all of that was going to happen in that moment, but you're right. It really did. Like, that one moment catapulted into something huge, and now Cody Rhodes is the guy. That's the only thing that's kind of like my pet peeve too in this with Seth and Cody is that Seth keeps saying that like Cody is not going to be the future, that Steph's going to be the future. I'm like, bro, the future is right now. And
it's already
Cody
made,
Rhodes, it's happening. He's that guy. He's the one, you know, doing all of the, you know, advertisements. He's main eventing WrestleMania. Like, what's his streak now at this point? He's been a part of like every single WrestleMania main event in the last couple of years. And then like, he is that guy with the merch selling and everything. So I almost wish that Cody would say, you know what? It's not even about the future. It's about right now. And I'm the guy right now.
I love it. I love it. I get word in the chat. People tell me, is this a bigger feud than Taylor Swift and Charlie? Is this a bigger feud than those two, Denise?
Sancho.
Is this a bigger feud, Denise?
Let me tell you, I have been, okay, I'm just going to say this. And
go ahead.
If not, I will go on 40 minutes of a rant about this. But all I'm going to say is this, is that I'm glad I was never a Charlie XCX fan. I even felt a little left out during Brat Summer, but it just never won me over. And I'm glad, okay? Do not mess with my queen, T Swift.
Well, to be fair, Charlie has a Rumble song over Taylor. We need some Taylor songs in the WWE. That was a banger Charlie XCX song. It was.
They wish. Okay, they wish, all right? If they had a Taylor Swift song, forget it. Like, it would be, like, massive, okay? They wish. All right, we got Bailey Darley here. You got to understand, Sancho, this is the first thing you should know about me. I'm a diehard.
I know
like,
you are.
A diehard.
I know you. Hey, if this was like back in the day, Taylor Swift would be in the WrestleMania at some point. I mean, we had Cyndi Lauper in the way beginning. There's no rhyme or reason why we haven't had Taylor Swift. Maybe Kelsey has to get involved in WWE, then we get Taylor Swift. That's how it has to happen. I'm pretty sure
she has seen. Okay, so when she did the podcast, by the way, with Travis,
yes.
I'm not sure if you saw, but like right behind him the entire time, but because he's so big, it did block it, was the WWE Championship. It was right behind Travis the entire interview.
There you go. Make it happen.
Stuff. All right, we got Bailey Darley here who says, hey, hope you're good. Just here waiting for Raw to finish, and I think the spinner title is underappreciated. Do you agree with that, Sancho? Do you think it's underappreciated or appreciated enough?
It feels like it's a relic of its time. It feels like an analog, like technology. You know what I mean? It feels so dated, and I think that's what people love about it's dated. It's a dated thing. It feels like a throwback to the, I know it's not, it was made in the 2000s, but it feels like a 90s type of belt. It's an homage to the hip-hop of those days, you know, the Flavor Flav type of fashion and things of that sort. So I get it, but I'm glad it's gone. I mean, if you wanted something for me, it's like bring back the wing. I love that, bring back the winged, the title of the eagle wing. I love that stuff. So the winged eagle's the best.
I'm with you. Thank you, Bailey. We got Issa David. What's up? Says, I don't know if anyone's already asked, but how many times did you listen to the T-Swift album and what's your favorite song so far?
Wow.
More importantly, how many times has Reg listened to it? I'm sure it's a 0 for him. I've been listening to it nonstop since Thursday night. I've been going really, really hard at it. I just love it so much. And my favorite song is Opalite. Second is Canceled. Third is Elizabeth Taylor. Four is The Fate of Ophelia. And then after that, it gets blurry on which one's my favorites.
What's interesting is I recently watched ACL, the Austin City Limits Festival, and they had Sabrina Carpenter main event that with the headliner, so to speak, there. And there was so much of the internet that were pining for Taylor Swift to show up so they could do Life of a Showgirl together. And everybody was waiting for that moment. I was like, aha, I tweeted this out. Now you know what it feels like to fantasy book something and it doesn't come true. Not today, Sabrina Carpenter and Taylor Swift dance. That's not happening. Maybe next week that'll be happening at the second week in ACL. But imagine if that would have happened, Denise. You would have got Taylor Swift in Austin, Texas.
Yeah, it was a theory. I saw people thinking that it was going to happen. And I thought, damn, man, to be in that audience that day, I would have loved that. But it didn't happen. But I love Sabrina too. I love her so much. I have a giant poster of Sabrina on the other side of my wall that no one can see. But I love her so much too.
You want to hear another theory real quick?
Ooh, what is it?
Do you believe in this theory? The reports of John Cena versus Gunther on Saturday night's main event. Do you believe?
Were gonna say something totally different?
No, I'm just trying to steer us back into wrestling. I could go forever about Taylor Swift.
Okay, so look, Gunther and John Cena for a long time has been a theory. There were people thinking that it was going to happen, but I feel, given that we haven't seen Gunther in a long time,
60
it
days,
could happen. How many days has it been? 60 days?
60 plus.
Jesus Christ. It could be like this really cool moment of, oh shit, Gunther's back. This is going to happen. I don't think the fans would hate it, but I also do think some fans would. But I think at this point, the last match is so big, so grand that I don't know if anybody's going to be like on the same page with who that final match will be, because it really means a lot, whoever's the last person that's facing John Cena. And I think there will be some people that are torn on whether or not they would want it to be Gunther or not.
I just can't see it where it's Gunther retiring both Goldberg and John Cena in the same year. That's kind of crazy if you think about it, right?
I mean, he is pretty scary. I can buy it. I can really buy it. And I love Gunther, but I feel bad though. I feel bad for Gunther because so many people were saying like, oh yeah, Gunther's boring. I'm like, Gunther's not boring. It's just that, they didn't really do, like the last couple of months were a little rough. And, the Goldberg thing was like the best thing that probably happened to him. And it wasn't even good. I don't know what to tell you.
To bring it back. Was it because he lost to Cody at Crown Jewel? It kind of ruined his little vibe a little bit?
I don't think it was that. For me, it was actually the Pat McAfee stuff, believe it or not. I wasn't a fan of that.
Good point. Good point.
I'm like, dude, this man is freaking scary. What do you mean you're having Pat McAfee go out there and act like Gunther's just any ordinary guy? Like, no, Gunther's a machine. Like, I see Gunther as a machine. Like, I see Gunther the way that they had are you a Rocky fan?
The Rocky Balboa?
Yeah, like Rocky movies?
Yes, absolutely. Yes.
Rocky 4. Rocky 4 is my favorite Rocky.
Drago, yeah.
Yes, I see Gunther like Drago. Like, I see him like that. Like this killer machine that's like, I'm going to, beat the living life out of anybody. Like, I'm just so mean and so scary and no one can beat me. That's how I see Gunther, and they ruined that for me when they had him out there with freaking Pat McAfee. And I like Pat McAfee.
Wait. So you want the WWE to book Gunther and Cena like Rocky 4, where Gunther destroys our killings, right? Ron killings, like Apollo Creed.
I don't know about all that.
And then Gunther goes, if he dies, he dies. Boom.
I would scream if he ever busted out that line. Scream. If he did that to John Cena, if he dies, he dies.
Yes.
Oh, I would scream so loud. But that's the kind of image that I have of Gunther is what I'm trying to say. Like,
I feel that.
That's how I see Gunther. Like the matches that he had with Ilya, that's what built this persona, this image of what I think Gunther is.
I need to have John Cena running in the snow to Hearts on Fire. That's the only thing that needs to happen.
Let's go. All right, we got John Taylor here who says, as a peace offering, here is $25 to appease La Llorona. My spooky work story is when I had to install equipment at one of my works. old headquarters at 3 a.m. The building was an old hospital built in the 1800s. Totally haunted. Yeah, screw that. So, Sancho, you missed it, but earlier during my watch along, for the first time ever, my internet went out 2 times. And it happened as I was talking about spooky spirits. So that shit scared the crap out of me. And now I think La Llorona's after me.
Don't do that.
Knock
Don't
on
do
wood.
that. Don't do that. Don't mess with that.
Thank you, John.
Wait, you ever heard of Bloody Mary when you were a kid?
When you say Bloody Mary 3 times in the mirror and she appears.
Yeah, and the only way you could get her away is to give her a bucket of blood?
Okay, I didn't know that part. I
Yeah.
just knew that if you do the Bloody Mary chant 3 times, that she appears. I've never tried it. F that. I don't mess with spirits, Sancho. Like, I really don't. That's where I draw the line. Spirits and insects, I don't mess with them. Or the ocean. You'll never win.
Some say if you say the rock in the mirror 3 times, he appears. It's gonna be bloodline rules.
With the chills and everything.
Yes, exactly. Santi Zap is real for me. I'm sorry.
We got Steven Marchuli here who says, who do you want Cody and Stephanie to work with at WrestleMania? Stephanie, God, I would like it to be Rhea. Cody, I don't know. I mean, God, I don't know. I can think of like CM Punk, for example. I'm kind of good with anything with Cody as long as it's like obviously a top individual. But Stephanie, for sure, I think it should be Rhea.
You know, if they wanted to build up Street Fighter, I'd just put Roman and Cody again. Why not? Akuma versus Guile. Make it happen.
Imagine running it back again. Honestly, there's a lot of people that I think would be on board with that. I necessarily wouldn't because I'm ready for other new things here. But hey, we got Tracy WV who says, so bet time. If Cody wins on Saturday, $50 super chat. But if my boy wins, $20 super chat. And you need to be nice and not mock him, which you like to do, DD, for Raw. DOBTW, buy the shirt yet. Tracy, thank you so much for reminding me. I've been a little bit all over the place. And I also threw out my whiteboard. So I need to make sure to do that ASAP. And then, yes, we will do this bet. And I promise I will be nice to your boy, Seth Rollins. Thank you, Tracy. We got Infamous Raider Loco who says, are you doing a watch along for October 17th in San Jose? Lil Man and me will be there, but want to pop on the stream and say hi to the DWO live. He is so pumped. October 17th is SmackDown. I am planning on being here to cover and do the watch along for SmackDown, Frank. Thank you. We got John Taylor here who says, I have no idea who Sancho is, but I like him already.
I am Santi's babysitter, okay? I make sure Santi shows up on time. He does the podcast. We do our match clubs. I'm the one that takes care of him, okay? He's my son.
Easy. That's some big responsibility, by the way.
He's having fun in Japan. Too much fun, though. I got to tell him, slow down.
We got Dion here who says, Sancho Mania, the Glaze Factory is in the building.
Let's not embarrass me. Denise, do you know what I have when it comes to the Glaze Factory? When we talk, it's a set of wrestlers that I love that are broken, right? That are not revered and they don't get the best booking, but I absolutely love them. In the Glaze Factory currently, we've had Braun Strowman, but he got let go. But it is LA Knight and Rusev right now are in the Glaze Factory, and Raquel, we love them all. And then now we're thinking about adding some more people that are, and Karrion Kross was part of the Glaze Factory. So you see the theme? Really, really great wrestlers that are just not getting the love they deserve.
But this is like a donut reference, right?
Yes, of course.
Okay, just making sure.
It's a donut reference.
So they haven't been glazed yet.
I'm the one that does it. I'm the one that is champion for them. For the longest time, I absolutely love Karrion Kross. And I was telling people that Karrion Kross is doing things that you just don't see it because he's dealing with the New Day and he's like on weird hours of the show. But he's working and look at him. He's doing some great things. The same with LA Knight. Always a second fiddle. It feels like someone asked me in my chat today. They were like, hey, you think LA Knight's going to be up for a championship run? I was like, sure, maybe Money in the Bank. He could be up there. He could win Money in the Bank. But then like a week out, someone else shows up and steals all his thunder. That's the thing that always happens with LA Knight. Someone always shows up and takes everything away from him.
But here's the thing, though. Like I always say, though, this is not a participation trophy. If
True.
someone comes out and steals your thunder, then your thunder should have been harder.
Well, that means make LA Knight heel.
And if you want your thunder to be hard, Blue Chew, promo code Denise.
That's a good one. That's a good segue.
That doesn't even make sense, to be honest.
That's a good
I just make
plug-in.
everything sound dirty and then add Blue Chew promo code Denise to it.
Yeah, that's what you got to do. But yes, that's what the Glaze Factory is, Denise. It's a little faction.
That's not nothing to be ashamed about.
A little faction that we have to take care of the people.
I like that. All right. Thank you, Dion. We got Infamous Raider Loco says, what's up, DWO leader and Sant, ... Wait a minute. Santi looks tanned and has a new hat. LMFAO, JK, what up, Sancho? Welcome in. No Stephanie's 010 show, JK, but boo. Yeah, dude, they keep doing our girl Stephanie dirty, man. I've been feeling for like the longest time that this woman should be constantly on the show, but they've been they were pushing her more before she was even champion, before she even won the Battle Royal. And now, she's got in a couple moments here and there. Thankfully, she does have a match on SmackDown, but let's be real. It's a can they coexist matchup. How have you been feeling about the presentation of Stephanie?
At first, I had a problem with Stephanie Vaquette and Tiffany Stratton doing their first meet backstage in the locker room. I thought that was a bummer for the ladies when they gave Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes like multiple segments. They gave a video package, things like that. I love that they actually had a contract signing. I thought that was cool. And I know it was very vanilla and it was very basic face versus face. And they didn't really go into deep. There was no Cody Rhodes splashing someone with the contract. There was nothing that kind of bizarre or outlandish. It was simple, clean, and I enjoyed that. But I do agree with you because it's interesting. I made a video on my YouTube channel talking about how Stephanie Vaquette would be on ice after she won the championship. And it feels like she is kind of on ice despite having a championship match on PLE. She should be everywhere. They should let her entrance get up, get like pops and things like that. Just keep showing her out. Hell, even Jade Cargill, who wasn't a champion at all, got this big grand reveal on when she came over from AEW. They treated her like she was a 5-star signing. And they did the same thing with Stephanie Vaquette for a second, but then she just disappeared. Remember that moment when Io Sky was champion and out came Stephanie Vaquette? We're like, oh my God, this is a banger of a match. Stephanie Vaquette is basically a contender, and she's filling this void up here, waiting for Naomi to figure all that out. And then when Naomi goes and relinquishes the title, so went Stephanie Vaquette. I don't like that when the WWE does that. Like when Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan, Rhea took off. No matches for Liv Morgan. Let Liv Morgan wrestle. Let Stephanie Vaquette wrestle while we're waiting for the matches to happen at PLE.
Yeah, I don't like that. I feel like a champion should be put on a pedestal, and I prefer like fighting champions, and Stephanie is that kind of a champion, and that's the way that she connects with people is through her wrestling.
Yeah.
So I feel like anytime you're not doing that, you're sort of taking away, you're like dimming her light. So, man, I hope that they don't drop the ball on Stephanie. That's been a big concern. Santi and I talk about it on Monday Night Raw post show quite often, and we're just like, all right, please, like let's make sure you do not drop the ball on Stephanie. Thank you, Infamous Raider Loco. We got Stephen Marchuli here who says, is the story Jimmy wants to be Jay and Jay wants to be Roman? Okay, so let's break this down because we're getting, a whole new little chapter of the Bloodline story. This is my simple breakdown of this. Jay is kind of acting like Roman. Roman has said things that has influenced Jay. Jimmy doesn't like it. Roman doesn't like it, that Jimmy doesn't like it. He watches the show. That is where we're at right now. That is the simplest explanation that I can make surrounding what is happening with this story. How have you been feeling about what you saw, especially today when we had CM Punk called Jay Little Roman? It was so funny. He called him Little Roman, and then there was also that backstage interaction where Jimmy and Jay were arguing back and forth, and Roman was like, telling Jimmy, like, hey, you've never even been champion the way that he has, basically saying Jay is closer to him than he is to Jimmy, and that Jimmy just hasn't done what he's done.
I mean, just let Jimmy's going to be a new dad. Be nice to Jimmy, let him do his thing. What I do feel about Jey Uso is I'm excited for this. I'm hopeful. I do feel that the WWE wants to replace Roman Reigns with Jey Uso because Roman's not around as much and Jey can be. And I feel that the WWE feels that the Bloodline storyline is very crucial for them in that it does produce a lot of money, the Bloodline. And for them to kind of put that to rest after building it up for so many manias and things like that with Roman's title reign. And then when Roman's schedule got lighter and lighter, I'm like, wow, what are they going to do to replace the Bloodline? They tried with Solo Sikoa. That didn't really work that well. And even then, it never felt like it was a true successor to the Bloodline. It did feel like Solo just went off and did his thing and trying to steal a thunder. But I am excited about Jay trying to be molded into the image of what Roman thinks what is the tribal chief. And I think if they drop that line and they give Jey Uso the Ula Fala at some point, I think that'd be worlds of wonder for this entire story. And it makes Jey Uso seem more than just a WWE machine product. right? Main event Jey Uso, the yeeting, the entrance, the merch, all that, the unreal, strapping the rocket to Jey Uso, all felt like it was behind the WWE machine. Whereas Roman Reigns giving Jey Uso the love, Roman Reigns out there making sure that Jey's ready to be a main eventer, telling him what he needs to do. He says something about, it's all about you got to put yourself first more than anything when you go out there. That to me speaks volumes, and that means more that family, the bloodline lineage is putting all its eggs in the Jey Uso basket. I'm like, now that's important. And that feels different than a Solo Sikoa MFT bloodline team move, right? This actually feels like it's a part of the extension because it's Roman Reigns that's being involved into it. And it is interesting how you talked about Jimmy and Jey. They are always the centerpiece of the bloodline because it always feels like good versus evil, one brother trying to help another brother. And that works so well in the Thunderdome. And if they could recreate that magic with a live audience in front of everybody, I think it's going to be really cool. I'm intrigued, but it's such a difficult thing to do because Jey Uso is so inconsistent with his promos and his backstage segments. Sometimes he's on point, sometimes he loses a point, but oftentimes he could hit a home run more than anything. So I, for one, I'm all aboard it. What about you, Denise? Are you thinking this is a rehashing of the MFT Bloodline 2.0 team move type of vibes?
So I can't even put these in the same universe with like what's going on with Solo and Jeff and JC Mateo and all that they got going on over there. That feels like an entirely different universe than what we've seen with the Usos and what we've seen with Roman Reigns. Like night and day difference. Sadly, I haven't been a fan. I wasn't a fan of them trying to make Solo Sikoa into Little Roman. Like, I did not dig that whatsoever. The times I've liked Solo Sikoa, it's actually when he's been polar opposite of that, when he's been like that sort of like unintentionally funny, quirky kind of guy.
Right.
But whenever they try to make him into a Little Roman, I just don't buy it. I really don't. Now, the part that has me interested with this whole scenario that we're seeing over on Raw is I'm interested in two things. One, I'm interested in seeing how far Jey Uso is going to take this. How much of Roman Reigns is he going to adopt into his own personality? That's one of the interests that I have. And two, is it even going to work, right? Like, is it going to happen? Like, are people going to buy Jey Uso as this like more meaner kind of into himself, cares about himself kind of guy? I don't know. But the other part that I'm interested in is what's the eventual dynamic, because Roman Reigns is always the guy that's on top. If somehow, some way Jey Uso finds his way on top again, okay, what does this mean for his relationship with Roman Reigns and Jey Uso? We're back to kind of where we were at, several years ago. So I don't know, but I'm liking it. I'm intrigued. And I think the reason why I like it is because it's Roman Reigns. When Roman Reigns is involved, when Roman Reigns is part of the story, you shut up and you listen. And that's just how it is.
Does Roman Reigns bring back the Ula Fala?
I'm going to say no. I think it's kind of is outdated, too harsh of a word.
Perhaps.
I feel like we're going to take a couple steps back. I'm going to say no. I'm going to say we're taking these couple steps backwards. We need to try new lands here.
What if? Oh, so you like the Shula Fala or the Ula?
No, I hate that. By the way, I was thinking today that they need to stop calling Bronson Reed the tribal thief. He hasn't stolen shit in forever. And the only things he did steal was Roman shoes.
He's stolen my heart, Denise.
No, that does not count. That does not count.
He's a heart taker. Are you okay?
The heart taker. Not the Undertaker.
No, he's
the
a heart taker. That's right.
Thank you, Steven. We got Terrence Matthews here who says he lost to Cody 3 times in a row. Exactly. He really needs that win, bro. His pride is on the line. Thank you, Terrence. We got Jacob Tatum here who says all in on Jey becoming once again champion in 2026 due to his heelish demeanor and the possibility of a heel turn. And thoughts on Lynch versus Maxine Dupree. Dude, that was crazy. Can we talk about that now? Because holy shit. Sancho, I'm going to be real with you. When I saw that they made Becky Lynch and Maxine Dupree again, I kind of dismissed it. And I thought, oh, maybe AJ Lee's going to get involved somehow. Either before the match, maybe she'll cost Becky Lynch the win, or maybe she'll come out and attack Becky Lynch afterwards. That was my line of thinking. I was not expecting to see the feistiest, most courageous, most best she's ever looked in the ring ever, Maxine Dupree, in this match with Becky Lynch, which, by the way, Maxine won after Becky Lynch ended up getting counted out. This was insane. It was so much fun. How'd you feel about it?
I, for one, started. I just turned on my air conditioning because I am sweating here.
Oh, it gets hot, especially when you got the lights on.
Yeah, absolutely. One of the things I was shocked about was when Maxine and Becky's match went to commercial. I was like, wait a minute, we're going to another commercial. We get more of this match after this commercial. And that's when I started to lean into this match more than ever. I, for one, enjoy Maxine matches because I feel like every match you see the progression in what she does. Like, ooh, she's doing this move now. She's doing a fisherman suplex. That's awesome. She's doing transitional chain wrestling. That's awesome. Becky Lynch could put on a big match with anybody, and this was a good factor. Like on the flip side, you looked at Charlotte and B-Fab, right? The big moment for B-Fab. Maxine and B-Fab are kind of in the same boat type of vibe. Maxine has been showing that she's great and like really solid on the mic, and B-Fab's great on the mic. Where B-Fab and Maxine are a little different is that I feel like Maxine has progressed a little bit faster than B-Fab has. No, I love B-Fab, but I think B-Fab needs more singles opportunities. But on a SmackDown show, there's not many. But when Maxine and Becky went the distance and kept going after more time in the ring, I thought Maxine got better. I thought the match got better. I thought Becky and Maxine, their chemistry got better. There was a little bit of roughness at the very beginning. But is this a safe place, Denise?
Yes, this is a safe place. We allow freedom here. Like, you can say what you want, say what you feel.
It's time to get rid of Alpha Academy.
I don't think you're wrong in that. I've been feeling like that for a while.
I'm put it to rest. Change it. Give Maxine
Take off the glaze. Take off the glaze.
Take off the glaze. Give Maxine her own theme. Give Maxine her own identity. It's time to put Maxine in her own solo act. I love Tozawa. I love Otis. But Alpha Academy, if you want Maxine to grow, you got to let her go. Let her get free. Let her do her thing, and let's see what Maxine can do as a solo act.
I'm with you on this. And one, I don't know if I would have been with you, last week or the week before that. But coming off of this match, Becky Lynch put on a hell of a performance with Maxine. Becky Lynch she's on another level. So we got to give credit to Becky Lynch here because she helped Maxine get to this point. What we saw today was a breakout performance. And that's why I agree with you now, because I go, okay, suddenly, because I've always liked Maxine, right? I always thought, even though she got a lot of shit because she wasn't the best wrestler on the show, we know that. Fine, whatever, you can say it. But what I liked about Maxine was that she was, I don't know how to say this, but she was always cute. You know what I'm saying? Like cute. Like everything she did was cute. Yeah. Even if it wasn't the best technically sound move that she did, it was still cute and it had personality and it would kind of make me laugh. Like I still enjoyed her work, and I've always liked her personality. But now, after this performance, and now that I saw, okay, she's kind of improved here. And this was definitely like night and day from what we've seen from her in the past. Suddenly, I'm interested in what the Maxine Dupree package alone would look like. Now, of course, she was in there with Becky Lynch, and Becky Lynch is going to help her be a lot better because of the experience that Becky Lynch has. But I think this was a really, really great start to what she could become if we continue to if they continue to work with her. Whatever she's doing, keep doing it, girl. Like, keep doing it. We can keep seeing that, and who knows where it'll take her.
I'm shocked that we're getting Maxine's solo run in the big 2025. That's weird. That's crazy.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you, Jacob. We got Bailey Darley here who says, what's everyone hyped for on Crown Jewel? For me, it's Stephanie and Tiffany. That's the match that I'm most excited for. What about you, Sancho?
Can I cheat on this one? I kind of am excited to see if they set up war games here. Like, that's what I get. I feel like the heels are going to win a lot of the matches. The Vision is going to get some wins over anybody that they're facing at Perth because it's going to make everyone go, wait, we need to team up to take out the Vision at War Games. And I'm hyped for just the possibility, the idea that if Brock Lesnar shows up and he is rumored to kind of help Paul Heyman, and Paul Heyman is keeping Brock Lesnar in the back pocket just in case Seth Rollins, like what if the main event is Cody, stick with me here. If the main event is Cody and Seth Rollins of Perth, and Paul Heyman felt that Seth Rollins was so adamant of beating Cody Rhodes that he uses Brock Lesnar to be the guy that helps beat Cody Rhodes, right?
But okay, so here's the thing though. Does Seth Rollins even does he care? Like in the sense that
care.
No, does he care in the sense that he would his pride be hurt by the fact that Brock Lesnar had to help him? You know what I'm saying?
No, his pride would be hurt that Paul Heyman didn't believe that he would be here.
Yeah. Okay, see,
right?
Yeah, exactly. Because even though Seth Rollins is the heel, you don't want to win a match with the help of Brock Lesnar. With the help of it's like getting the help of the ex. Like, oh, you're so bad in bed. I had to bring my ex to come in here and get the job done. That's what this would be like.
Exactly. And so Seth Rollins feels hurt that Paul Heyman never trusted him. And then we get that going into War Games. And then that's when they say, oh my God, Paul Heyman, the Oracle, has set up the vision with Brock Lesnar. Let's assemble the crew to take him out at Survivor Series War Games. And then you get all this. And what's the entire locker room for the face side is going to be spending their time? Can we get John Cena to wrestle at War Games? There you have that. They build that up.
People want to see that.
They build that up without John Cena because he doesn't have any appearances. So they're going to build that up. He has 2 Monday Night Raws before the Survivor Series. So they build that up and they're trying to recruit John Cena. And of course, John Cena could sell how dangerous War Games could be and say, I don't think I should wrestle in that. That thing's like a scary thing. Because you know how sometimes they love to build up the Hell in the Cell, love to build up the danger of a cage match. They're going to build up the danger of War Games, and that John Cena is about to enter their first War Games ever in his career, something that he's never done before. And I think they could build that up. And hey, who to better call in to take out the monster than Superman? So I think that's what I'm hyped for. If I had to cheat and give my answer, that's what I'm hyped for.
I'm with you. Thank you, Bailey. I like that because you got to do something, right? And we're so close. I mean, I don't even know how many days we are away from Survivor Series, so I'm with you. We got Dion here who says, Denise, can you please put Sancho on the thumbnail? It would force Santi to do it too. God, Santi's just holding you back, huh? He's just holding you down.
He says, I'm too pretty to be on the thumbnail. He says, I'm not allowed because the algorithm, too many faces on the thumbnail. We can't have wrestlers and then myself. And it's always his face like this. It's always the face.
Well, how about this? You send me a picture that I can use, and I will add you to the thumbnail.
Dope. But knowing you since you're still Santi's the main host, you probably put Santi's picture. I know you, Denise.
No,
you're gonna swerve me.
Actually, no.
Yes, you are.
Well, my graphic designer is working on one right now, and I told him Santi was out.
You're gonna swerve me.
If you send me, I would not do that.
You're gonna swerve me and put Santi in. Yes, you are.
I'm a baby face. I'm not a heel.
You're a tweeter. You're gonna put Santi in.
Believe me. Send me the picture, and I will tell my editor, add Sancho to the thumbnail.
Santi's gonna DM you and be like, if you put Sancho on the thumbnail, I'm out. That's what he's gonna do.
I'm gonna do what Santi says?
I don't know.
Santi's not my boss.
I don't know. He feels like my boss, and I'm scared.
This channel says Denise Salcedo. Okay, bam. Denise Salcedo makes the decisions. Okay, send me a pretty picture of yourself, little smile. And I will put you on the thumbnail.
I'm excited.
And I will make sure to promote it and be like your thumbnail podcast debut.
Yes.
I love
it.
Okay. We're saying the same thing. All right. You know what? As soon as you can, send the picture so that I can make that happen. All right. We got Dave Cost here who says Bronson should win. Kabuki Warriors should win to show strength as they lead a heel team into War Games, and Seth should beat Cody clean as a she. LOL. Yeah, right. None of which will happen. But by the way, Dave Cost does bring up a big point that I do want to talk about today. Asuka slapping the crap out of Kairi. That built to me so much sympathy for her. I love that segment. I love the way that Asuka was being such a jerk to Kairi and the way that she slapped her. How are you feeling about this storyline? Has it won you over? And then also Kairi did defeat Io Sky to match up today, but of course with the help of Asuka.
At first, I like the story felt like it was one of those Triple H things where it moved along so slowly. I was hoping for major developments, and that's why I liked about this episode and the week before. I feel like we got big major developments in the story that gets me excited for anything that they do. I have a feeling though, Denise, and as someone that I'm going to say something here, and I'm wondering if you are on board with me, if anyone else is, because I had this thought when I was doing my watch party. Do you feel that the WWE is building Io and Rhea like the Golden Lovers?
Where or there's like this are they aren't they thing?
Like just in terms of just this overwhelming platonic love for each other, respect for each other. Like I know the Golden Lovers are a little bit too far-fetched for the WWE, but to have Rhea and Io, it just feels like they have so much sympathy and so much reverence for each other. Like they're more than friends, they're more than family. They're like platonically in line with this universe that they forever will have the respect, and there will be like a new Golden Lovers where they're gonna have a big moment in the ring and they have a hug. Like that's the kind of vibe that I'm going for, like best friends in the whole wide world against the evil heels. Like that's what I'm seeing with this, because they have really, really strange backstage segments where it's like Io, Rhea, and it's very like, you know, endearing is the word I'm looking for.
But here's the thing. Okay, Sancho, I think you are seeing a lot of fanfic online. Are you seeing
not.
the fanfic?
I'm watching
I've seen those tweets.
I've seen what the
those tweets.
WWE is giving me. This is what they're giving me.
I've seen
That's
tweets
all I
where
watch.
people are like, oh, there's more happening here between Io and Rhea. And I'm like, all right, guys, everybody is horny. I get it.
I'm not saying that.
Y'all
I'm saying,
are
like,
building
friends.
way more into this.
Friends, like come on.
Well, okay, what I'm seeing, my Twitter timeline's like, oh, you're not like they're in love. And I'm like, oh my God, what is happening here, right?
No, not like in
So
love.
I think, Sancho, you are being influenced.
No, I'm not. I'm just, it's what the WWE is producing. Like,
But I mean, they're just friends like any other friends, are they not?
yeah, but
Are there any other friends like that on the show?
like Kota Ibushi and Kenny Omega, they felt like they were more than friends, and they were beyond the idea of, they were like I said.
Okay, but what
they
is
were
more
two
than friends, Sancho?
They're cosmic beings. They're like superstars.
No,
Like
there's
mega powers.
friendship and there's lovers.
And Golden Lovers. Then there's Golden
to
Lovers.
Me, there's nothing in between.
There's
Friends, lovers.
Friends, lovers, and then Golden Lovers. You know what I'm saying? That's a completely different thing, Denise. Friends, lovers, Golden Lovers, where they will do anything. They will fight tooth and nail. They're gonna have a moment in the ring where they're getting destroyed, and they're gonna be like Io, Rhea, and they're like, no, I'm gonna defend you, and you're gonna defend me. You're gonna think like, oh my God, these ladies will go through hell for each other. That's the kind of love that's golden. That's what I'm talking about, you know?
Okay, fine. Look, I'm with you. I think
Alright.
that if they did do something like that, I think all of the fans will be like, ooh, you know? And
I'm just looking for a
they
big
would do
hug
it.
moment, like a big hug moment, you know? Like they're bam, and it's the same thing. The camera's gonna zoom out.
I think what it
Wow.
is, it's more so to me that they work so well together, that their in-ring chemistry is so good that that's why they have that respect with each other, where it's like this connection that they had in the ring that sends them, you know, to
Like
euphoria.
like the Golden Lovers.
Right. But what I'm seeing on social media, people are like, they're in love.
That's the internet. The internet going to internet. I'm talking about wrestling. I'm talking about what's the
Lies.
WWE give me. I'm talking about wrestling.
Lies. Thank you, Dave Koss. He also says that the best part of this Raw was that it was the women's wrestling show for the first 1.5 hours, and they rocked it. Tell Sancho the DWO catchphrase, Denise. Oh yeah, so our catchphrase when it comes to the women of wrestling is the women are money, and you got to do the little hand signal like Penta, but with the 3. Yeah, it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. Thank you, Dave. We got Randy Hayward here who says, I won a last match versus Dirty Dom. Cena wins IC title. This is another one that people have been wanting, and I think a lot of people have been vocal about it, that I can't imagine that WWE wouldn't at least consider it.
I'm sure it's been in that meeting, like in Unreal, or like what about Dom, right? That could be broadly the thing that Triple H says, but I think Dominic Mysterio has too much on his plate right now.
Yeah,
Like,
he's got 2 titles. He's beefing it with just about like everybody.
Finn
Penta,
Balor,
AJ, Finn, Rusev. Oh shit, he's feuding with like 4 people, bro.
And then that's only in WWE side. Then look at AAA. He has Vikingo. He has all the other people going for the title. I would love that. I think John Cena would probably say, I want to put Ray's kid over. That'd be nice. I doubt they're going to have Dom, because what's good for that in that scenario, Denise, is that Dom will never shut up about it.
Yeah, no, never. Thank you, Randy. We got JS Cal here who says, some say if you say Joe Hendry's name, he appears. I wish he did right now. Imagine. Thank you, Jay.
From
We
the
got
arcade.
Jacob Tatum here who says, who leaves Seth's stable first? And when do you expect Gunther to challenge for the main title whenever he comes back? Plus, favorite vacation so far. Favorite vacation for me, anytime I've gone to Italy. I love Italy. Favorite vacation, Sancho?
Tokyo. Love Tokyo.
Tokyo. Never been to Japan, so
Oh,
I definitely got to check it out someday.
Never want to leave once you go. You
I bet.
Yeah.
I bet. And then first to leave the stable, I would probably guess Braun Breaker because I've been thinking that was going to be the end game for a while now. That eventually Braun and Seth would clash with each other.
It'd be Becky Lynch.
Yeah, I mean, hey, Becky Lynch has been like going off and like Seth doesn't even pay attention to her. It's wild.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jacob. We got Bob Ross Jr. here who says, I'm not going to lie. I was expecting this Monday Night Raw to be one of those episodes where most of the talent took the night off to travel to Australia. So I'm surprised by how good it was today. It really was like there was a lot of little things that happened on the show that all led to something. And it felt like a big show primarily because like you had Roman and CM Punk and Jay were there. I feel like whenever you got, let's be real. You can have Roman on the show and literally no one else, and it would still be a good show. Thank
Absolutely.
you, Bob.
Agree.
We got John Taylor here who says, Sancho, don't worry about embarrassing yourself in front of Denise. A little secret about her. She loves Wheeler Yuta. His poster is next to Sabrina. John, you have officially been axed out. I do not love Wheeler Yuta.
He got good bangs. Can't hate on a guy with good bangs.
Bro, those are not good bangs. I know a good bang, and that ain't one of them. Blue Chew, promo code Denise.
Look at that. I'm the Yuta.
Horrible.
I'm Yuta-ing. That's what they say.
Hassan Butler here says, I hope they do Jimmy justice. If this wasn't for injuries, I always thought he had way more aura. Well, he's got to show it, man. He's got to show it. That's on him. Hassan Butler here says, anything new about Santos Escobar? I really liked him.
Escobar.
Well, the last I heard was that his contract was up at midnight tonight, and that's about the extent of that. I don't know what will happen next. I don't know if he'll go to AEW. I have no idea, but I'm hoping for the best for him, man.
It's kind of weird, though, if you think about it, that the Karrion Kross situation, how he was saying, and then Baron Corbin, they were both saying, like, when the WWE is not ready to re-sign you, they just use you less. And Santos just disappeared. And then he wasn't even there at Worlds Collide. His dad was there and not him. I thought that was strange.
Yeah, it's pretty savage. I feel like when it comes to certain talents, and especially the Latino talents, I feel like a broken record at this point, but they don't get used in the same light. And even right now with everything going on, and I always thought that Santos did a fantastic job on NXT. And I thought that the work he did on NXT would suffice him having something more on the main roster, and it just never happened. And it's very unfortunate. Thank you, Hassan. We got Bob Ross Jr. here who says Sancho's finally freed from not being on the thumbnail vortex. Yeah, because I'm not jealous of letting someone else's light shine like Santi is. Santi has not been allowing your light to shine. He's been dimming you. He's been dimming your light.
Yeah, but he gaslights me and then convinces me it's for the algorithm. And I go, hey, you might be right.
It's lies.
You might be right.
It's lies.
You might be right, Santi. You might be right.
We got Bob Ross Jr. who says, oh wait, I already read that one. My apologies. We got Frito here who says, Jags.
Oh, wow.
Oh shit. Interesting. Okay.
The young Jaguars. They're wild. If the team's wild and crazy, they could get the dub. You know what? It's interesting though. Quickly on that, where's the crazy young WWE rookie that's just running roughshod like a Javon Evans? I know.
I was gonna say Javon's the only person I can think of right now.
I know he's appeared on SmackDown every now and then, but I just want somebody who's just young, who just throws himself into these crazy big matches. Think of like Jeff Hardy when he faced Taker. Like when is Javon Evans?
One of the most memorable moments ever.
I think that's imagine if Javon Evans just like all of a sudden had a match with Cody Rhodes. Like that'd be kind of cool. I don't think it's gonna happen, but I'm like this. The Jaguars versus Chiefs is like a young team who are just reckless and they're throwing everything at the table. I want a wrestler to show up like that because it will then let us know like, hey, the WWE cares about its youth that it has on its roster.
Who's the Jets right now? They haven't won a game.
Who's the Jets right now? Oh, at this point, LA Knight. You know.
Oh my God, the Jets are LA Knight.
44.
No!
What they said? What he had 40 appearances on television on Monday night or something like that. Something like the most appearances ever.
I'm depressed. I'm so
Dude,
depressed.
CM Punk kind of roasted him pretty bad. You know, that was pretty gnarly what he did to him, where he was like, yeah, all this and never ever been a champion. I was like, damn.
Yeah,
Damn,
no,
CM
by
Punk's.
the way, I didn't like that LA Knight promo. I feel like sometimes LA Knight, when he cuts a promo, you think it's great because of the way he says things and the way he does his voice. But if you listen closely, some of it, like, really, it was kind of all over the place. Like, he was talking about CM Punk being a husband and, oh, no, that's not a shot, and everybody wants love. I did think that part was funny. But then when he was saying, he was saying that, CM Punk was the worst champion ever. And we're like, okay, first of all, like, he's been champion like multiple times. Like, are we just suddenly counting only
The 5
the
minutes.
return? Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Like, this doesn't make sense. And he's like, kind of shitting on him for that. And I'm like, okay, but he was also champion like way before, like, you were even in the company, whatever. And then he's like, I've beaten Seth Rollins 2 times. And I'm like, okay, who the fuck cares? What? Like, you see what I'm saying? And
It's a straw man's like kind of argument that LA Knight, you can't have him yap too much because he yaps himself into a problem.
Right. Thank you, Fredo. All right, we got Nishi Emmanuel here who says Punk cooked our
That's what
boy
I just
LA
said.
Knight on the mic.
Did.
When he did the how did he say it? It was the
Never
the
ever
yeah.
pin. You never ever was champion. Like, damn.
Yeah, it was kind of funky. Thank you, Nishi. All right, we got Larice Johnson here. It says, I say Cena versus Styles match is going to be awesome. Yep, you say it. AJ Styles says it. Everybody says it. I'm with you, Larice. All right, we got Camden here. What's up, Camden? He says, was a good Raw tonight, but bad way to end the show. All that tension between the Usos and no post-show drama. Very disappointing. So we essentially had LA Knight steal the victory from CM Punk, who CM Punk was about to get the victory for their team with the GTS on Jay, but he goes in and he pins Jey Uso. It was super, super flat. I'm not even going to lie to you. It was a flat ending.
Well, I mean, they're running out of time. It felt like everything was rushed because that 6-man took a lot of time. But hey, good on LA Knight. LA Knight, my boy, realizing that the CM Punk was gassed after the GTS, understanding that every second mattered, Denise went in for the big play. He made the smart play, and no one's going to give LA Knight credit for that. LA Knight secured the win, and that is what's the most important thing for LA Knight to do, is to get the win for the team. CM Punk, little too old to realize that, all right?
We got Dion here who says, I believe Denise, she loves to poke the bear. Oh, yeah, that's true. That's very true. Thank you, Dion. As soon as Sancho gets me the picture, we'll make that happen. All right, we got John Taylor. Hey, John, thank you so much for this generous super chat, dude. Holy cow. He says, I'm loving Sancho on the show. You two have great chemistry. As a Tony Khan of the DWO, my seal of approval is large super chat, I guess. Okay, so you know what you're going to have to do, Sancho? You're going to have to, like, screenshot this and send it to Santi and be like, hey, running from the grind. Now
right.
you're going to be replaced and I'm going to be put on the thumbnail.
That's right. I'm taking over.
Savage. See, this is why you never take a day off. Your replacement's always a day away.
Next man up. Next man up. That's exactly what it is.
It's like Ariana Grande. Thank you. Next. Poor Santi. All right. Thank you so much, John, for the love.
He's fine.
Seriously,
He's
man.
with the muscle mommies. He's fine.
Oh, I'm sure. We got Fredo here who says soulmates that aren't lovers totally see it.
That's what I'm saying, Fredo. Fredo knows what's up. That's what I mean. You're the one taking it to the internet cesspool, Denise.
I'm just saying how it is. All right, we got Dave here who says, it's January 1st. You have Cena, 3 questions, and he has to answer you truthfully. What are you asking? At least one has to be about the farewell tour.
He's not answering any of those directly. He speaks in riddles.
Yeah, no. Okay, so like, I did get to ask Cena one question when I did the interview with him for the jackpot thing, and that was before like he had announced his retirement and everything. And so I asked him like basically how he was preparing for that because he had already announced it, but we didn't have any additional information for that. So I guess I already got one question. Then I accidentally got another question. Oh, so bad. I'm busted open this weekend, Sancho. No, 2 weekends ago.
Yes.
I don't know how the topic came up with me and Mark, but it was basically if John Cena's ever had chips before. So let me ask you, Sancho, do you think John Cena has ever had chips before?
Yes,
given
of
his
course.
body.
Yes.
Okay.
Of course.
Mark Henry decided to text John and ask him, and I was like, no, do not ask him. Do not ask him. Okay, your answer was yes, of course?
Yes, of course he's had chips. In his life, ever in his life,
no.
when he was a child.
It's basically, the question was, do you eat chips? He says, no.
Nah, my man at least eats Quest protein chips.
He
Come on.
says no.
Come on,
I'm
John.
talking like Cheetos, hot Cheetos, that type of stuff.
He doesn't eat hot Cheetos con limon.
no.
Come on.
He
Come
said
on,
no.
John.
Straight from Cena himself. He said no.
That's
so
a lie. That's a lie.
take that for what you will. So
Those are my-
technically, I guess I already got 2 questions in.
Those are my 3 questions. John Cena, you ever had a hot Cheeto con limon? Right. Come on, John, right here. Bam. I hit him with a hot Cheetos con limon.
John Cena, can you try this stocky? John
Yeah,
Cena,
exactly.
can you try this hot Cheeto?
Bam.
And John Cena, can you try this hot Cheeto Funyun?
Bam.
Done.
Bam. 3 questions. You know what? Actually, Denise, it's interesting. I don't know if you know about my background, but I've done what you do is interview celebrities, things like that. It is not an easy job. So I commend you for the way you conduct your interviews with celebrities and pro wrestlers, because I've had those opportunities. And it's like, man, there's sometimes where I try to forget the bad interviews that I've done, and I always replay them because I'm sure they've had so many bad interviews that they don't replay them. They just move on to their thing. But I've had bad interviews with celebrities before, and I just keep replaying them as much as possible. But I've had like red carpet, things of that sort. So I just commend you for doing what you do and being able to do that in a high stakes environment. Like, I can't believe what would happen to me if John Cena called me out of a crowd to ask him a question. And then, like, at the same time, I think when you see Chris Van Vliet getting destroyed by Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman for a question, there's so many situations where, like, when I watch your work, I'm like, wow, unbelievable stuff. And then that part where you were there for CM Punk's scrum at AEW, insane. So I have to commend you for your hard work.
Thank you so much. That's very nice of you. And yeah, no, I go back and I don't go back and watch my old stuff because I'm just like, ooh. It's just like the cringe when you go back and you read your own Facebook post from like several years ago and you're like, ill, I put that, like, why would I do that? So that's how I feel. I get the cringe worthy. Thank you so much, Dave. We got JJ Castillo here. It says, I know it's early to tell, but predict your men's and women's war games this year. Who will be part of it? I was under the assumption that for the women, we would have Team Becky and Team AJ. That's what I was originally thinking. And I was also originally thinking Team CM Punk and Team Seth Rollins. But now I'm not exactly so sure what that's looking like.
I'm just worried. Would the WWE put all their main eventers in the War Games match? That's be kind of wild to put all their babyface and then the Vision with like Drew McIntyre or Brock Lesnar in all in one match. That'd be wild. At least I'm hoping for the women that it'd be much more interesting for, what's the word I'm looking for? For the women, I'm like last year they had just heels versus faces, and I did not enjoy that. But at least this year you could build up. You could put Secret Harvest in there. That'd be kind of nice. You could put Charlotte and Alexa. That'd be nice to have the tag team. So that way, Santi and I talk about this. If you put Charlotte and Alexa in that match, at least you'd be able to splinter off tag team matches from there. I don't know. It'd be interesting to see, but definitely Becky would have to be one side. And then you have the Secret Harvest being part of that. You can see that too. But it just shows you that there's a lack of heels on the women's roster that are not Nia Jax. Like that's a tough thing beyond that, because when you start scraping the barrel in terms of like who else can we put in there, I guess you could put the Kabuki Warriors, you could put Secret Harvest and Becky, but then you're like, okay, it's be weird because then you have to have Rhea and Io on the other side, the Golden Lovers, and then you got to have Charlotte and Alexa. So maybe, I don't know. I don't. It's not as clear to me yet, and you know why, Denise? Because the WWE is not putting those pieces together like they're doing the men's side. The men's side, you could kind of like work on it. You could kind of figure it out. You could see the tea leaves that they're building.
That usually happens with the women too, all the time. It's like, let's just throw in every babyface woman versus every heel woman, and let's move on with the day. That's usually what they do, which they shouldn't do. By the way.
Yeah, which they have they have the opponents like you mentioned, Becky and AJ. You could have AJ Lee easily recruit the faces, and then Becky will recruit the heels. It's not that difficult for them to do. They have the both captains, which I feel like is always the hardest part. But once you get the captains, everything else falls in line.
Yeah, like that's usually like the drawing point right there with the captains for sure. Thank you so much, JJ. We got the Miss Demon Josh here. It says Bailey's influencing Lyra, and she might be heel soon. Yeah, I think that might be happening, and I'm kind of with it because one of the main things that I feel that Lyra has always had, which is the wrestling, but the other thing has been, showing more of her personality. We gotten to see so much of it now with her feud with Becky throughout the last, year or so. So her now kind of maybe going and possibly turning heel with Bailey and kind of acting a little cuckoo. I think that might actually work out very nicely.
Did you mean that? Did you do that on purpose?
Do what purpose?
Cuckoo? Because she's a bird?
I didn't think about it that way. That was accidental. I'm not that smart, Sancho.
The bird lady going cuckoo.
I wasn't smart enough to think about it in those ways. I would love to take credit and say that was my brain, but it wasn't.
Tweet it out. Can't believe Lyra Curia's gone cuckoo.
Thank you, Josh. We got Fredo here who says those TV appearances pay pretty well. A lot of guys would love to be in that LA Knight spot. Money. Yeah. I'm with you, Fredo. Victor Hugo here says, I was at the Dallas show, my first show ever. Oh, hell yeah, Victor. I hope you had a good time, man. It's like 3 people that I know already that were at that show, which is awesome. We got Bob Ross Jr. Bob, thank you so much for the super chat. He says, I was about to go to an NXT taping tomorrow, but I just found out that they are doing a double taping for next week's show since most of the production staff is going to be in Australia. So now I'm rethinking everything. Well, I mean, you can go, and if you get tired or bored, you can leave early. But I wouldn't skip out on it. Honestly, Bob, I would still show up and go to the show. You might have a great freaking time. Yeah. And especially since they're doing the showdown tomorrow, I think it's worth going. And if you could leave right afterwards, honestly, Bob, I hope you check it out. Thank you so much.
You're not allowed to leave, Bob. You can't leave. You have to watch everything.
You got to stay there or else, you'll go viral on the internet or something.
HBK is going to come out and say, you got to sit down, pal.
Yo, imagine you're getting up right as someone spots you. Oh, that's the worst.
That would be so awkward. You get up and it's Sean's like in the concourse for some reason. You're like, hey, where are you going?
Yeah. I remember this one time, actually, like a couple of years ago, I left a SmackDown early.
Oh, no.
I was tired, okay? And I had shit to do. So I was like, I'm going to leave. Like, it wasn't one of the greatest SmackDowns.
Yeah.
And then as I was walking, I was just trying to, be
discreet.
No one see me. I was trying to be
Yeah.
discreet.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
walking out, and turns out they're getting ready to film a segment in that exact fucking hallway that I was at. And I was like, "Oy," and I'm running my ass out of the door. I'm like, I don't want to get seen be leaving the show.
Oh, no.
Crazy. Anyways, yeah, it was a good time. Thank you, Bob. We got John Taylor here who says, also, I'd like to point out that Sancho was right on the time. Unlike Timo Santi. Yeah, that's true. Santi usually keeps us waiting. We got to roll out the red carpet and everything.
Oh, wow. Dang.
We got JJ Castillo here who says, I'm happy
I was scared
Sancho.
to be late.
No, you were right on time. You even came early, actually, because I was still playing the Blue Chew ad when you came in.
I was scared. I was like, what time do you have to be out? You're like, right after Raw. Like, okay.
Okay, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
This is, and you can be 100% honest.
No, I'm all ears.
Do I sound mean on text?
No.
Because sometimes I'm very direct, and I started to think I don't put emojis, I don't put LOL. I just say
No.
very straightforward. So I'm starting to think that I sound mean.
I'm a pro. You're a pro. I wanted to be on time and early because I'm a professional.
Because I texted you, I was like, "We're on immediately," and then that was it.
I'm a professional. You say you're on immediately, I'm there.
Yeah, so I scared Sancho into being early.
You reminded me. You're told you're a pro, and I've treated you as a pro. I'm always here.
That's amazing. JJ Castillo says, I'm happy Sancho's on the post show. Love his content. You both have great chemistry already. Maybe he will replace Santi in the future. LOL. Hope you both enjoy the rest of your week.
They say Santi is the Marty Jannetty of Wrestling is Cool. What can I say?
Damn. Everyone's turning on poor Santi. Wow.
It's over for him, Denise. It's my time now.
It's my time. All right. Thank you, JJ. We got Randy Hayward here. It says the bird lady has great tail feathers. Aw, come on. Come on, Randy. Come on. Thank you for the super chat, Randy. Alrighty, guys. I'm finally all caught up with everything, guys. We had a great time today doing the post show. I seriously want to thank Sancho for coming on, for doing the show. Send me your picture, because I don't have one of you that I can use for the thumbnail. So I need a picture right now. Immediately. Immediately.
What if I send you a picture of Santi?
I have pictures of Santi. I have the same 3 pictures of Santi. All right. No, seriously, thank you so much for doing this post show with us. Thank you to everybody who watched. Tell the people where they can find you, support you. Do that. Yeah. Are you going to are you going to send me one you already have, or are you going to take one?
This is what you get right here.
Oh, no, but you got to take a picture with your phone so that it's high quality. Because if I screenshot it, the quality won't be good. It's got to be like high quality, you know? So you got to get your phone and take the picture.
She's yelling at me. I'm scared.
Yeah, I'm like, get the phone and take the picture. Because if not, it's low res and it won't look good.
With the front camera, back camera, I'm scared, Denise.
Front camera is fine.
Oh God, I'm scared. I'm gonna do it wrong. You can find me at Sancho West at everything in terms of X, Instagram for reactions. You can find me on Sancho West Wrestling for my YouTube. Trying to get that bad boy up. Santi told me if I get to 100K subscribers, he'll put me on the thumbnail. Which we're getting there. We're getting there. But also support me on the podcast. Wrestling is cool. The coolest podcast on the planet, as Santi says. And so join the Patreon, patreon.com/Santi Zap. Yes, Denise, the Patreon that I'm supporting is ours, but it's his name.
I know. I've seen it.
Support us.
Damn, stealing your sunshine, bro.
Walking next to sunshine. What can I say?
That's amazing. Alrighty, guys. Well, if you guys already know where, make sure to support Sancho where he said all the places. As for me, if you're already here, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Check out Denise's pieces at _ Denise Salcedo across all the social media platforms. And we'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye, everyone. Take care.